Hello. Welcome to the 1000 subscriber stream special. Been a while since I've streamed Genshin Impact, but we're back, okay? I've not been slacking at all since the last stream or my videos. And yeah, a lot of new things happen here. I did go Nilu, and I did got a few copies of Kirara, and I have not started the summertide event yet. I should probably start reading the thing now. There's still a lot of time to do this. Just give you over a month to do this event. Like, I was taking my sweet time just by playing Zenza Zone Zero, did a little bit of Withering Waves, and I decided to complete the latest update for Honkai Star Rail just to complete their story. I have not. What's this? Just the Echo Trails for the characters here. Yep. Oh wow, I gotta spend resin somehow. Actually, yeah, I'll just convert them. I'm not in a rush, whatever. I'm up my Kirara. I do want to raise Kirara to level 80 at least. Actually, I think she's already level 80. Yeah, she's able to get to level 80. It's just I don't have any XP books. So I don't know if I want to get her to level 90. I don't think that's necessary for her. I did got Neela to level 90, but I think Neela's doing fine because her build is pretty damn good at the moment. I'm gonna complete my commissions and then I'll just get on with the summer event, and then once more people come in and join in, I'll just showcase my entire account. About like my history with characters, like what I thought of them, my builds for them that you probably might not have ever used before on any of these characters. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I just got started. Woke up like an hour ago. Just gonna complete these daily events, and I'll do the summertide events. And once more people join in, I'll showcase more of my account. Starting with like this first set of characters that are released, all the way up to the ones that just came out. I don't know how I was supposed to do it. Maybe I could do an order where like I got the characters first and I got the characters last. Maybe I think that's a better thing to have. I feel like a story for each of these characters of how I use them. How this C4D feels like. It made my mixed DPS Virgin team a whole lot better. So, yeah, this team couldn't like get DS burst in every rotation with an EM Sands. But with C4 now, I can get her burst in every rotation with only 150 ER in her stats. So it improved this team, this build a lot better. So that really did like make this team stronger in a way because rotation feels a lot more smoother now. Even though I could just do it every 2 rotations to get Dia's burst back up. But yeah, it did feel a lot better. I've not gotten a good glow set yet. I can show my glow set for Dia right now. Let's see here. This is my EM mixed DPS Virgin Dia build with EM Pyro and crits. So my current artifacts, okay, well, this is the artifact I use for Dia for glow set, and either one of these. I think it's this one. I think it was this one for the crit rate. And for my sands, I don't have any like HP or attack goblet. I only have this ER sands, which don't get me wrong is fine, fine. Then I could just use a power goblet. Then as for my circlet, yeah, I don't have a good circlet on right now. I don't have one that gives crit, but it does give a lot of ER, which nice. But I think for a build like this, I could use a little bit more crit because my crit damage would be lacking otherwise compared to my emblem set. So it takes a lot more to farm for the perfect glow set. since they don't have a strong box for it yet, but yeah. That was yeah, Nihilo Boom Team. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I want to get a approved glow set to see like how far I can like make the glow set work with Dia, especially without an ER stance. Because if I get like solid stats, okay, so say for like if I were to have a crit rate circle, no, crit damage circle with some crit rate and energy recharge like this, and another like sands that gives a little bit more energy recharge, then I think I would have a solid build going on. So this would be okay too. I still have to manage like, because with this constellation, you get more energy back the more like ER you have. So it's good to have like a balance of like a bit of ER. Just because like you have this constantly doesn't mean like you cannot have, like you don't have to build ER at all. You still do need some ER, but not as much as like as before. You think the medicine weapon or Black Cliff would be better? I run some tests but I couldn't get definite results. Um the Milazine weapon, what's the Milazine weapon? I don't remember a claymore name like that. Is it this event weapon? Let me check. What's in the... Oh, okay. Oh, this thing. Yeah. Um... Let's see here. I mean, Black Cliff Slashers is a pretty damn solid statistic for Dia. Of course, the Ultimate Overlord's Magic Sword pairs very well with Emblem just because it gives energy recharge. So depending on like which artifact you use, I think Black Cliff Slasher, well, I think Ultimate Overlord's Mega Magic Sword is a good overall weapon for Dia. But if you just want raw damage, then Black Cliff Slasher is a way to go. Even though like you might not get like passives going if you don't kill enemies, but if you're building like a hyper Dia carry, then like with Sepherna, Bennett, and Mona, or like something like that, then if you get kills with enemies, then you can stack this weapon's passive up and probably do well with it. So I would suggest only this weapon if you're building a very well-invested hypercarry Dea. And this weapon is for the general people who may not have the best builds for her, may not have the teams for her. This is a good overall weapon for Dea if you want to be able to like do okay with her. So that's how I see it. And I almost forgot what I was gonna do. Okay. There you are. I can't even see you. Yeah, take the stream as like, you know, whatever topics we may have, you know. I remember I messed up last stream because my chat was broken the entire time, which I didn't know. It was a big mistake on my part. We were talking about like Changli and like how well like I was like so excited to get her. But yeah, and then there was like Xenozone Zero, which I had to update progress on that one from last time. Then Honkai Star Rail, I did a little bit of Honkai Star Rail. I have not played much of Genshin's Summertide events that much. Let's see here. Yeah, I haven't started at all. I remember I said that, but again, I almost forgot what to say. Yeah, I've not started Summertide event because I figure maybe I would stream it eventually. Maybe yes, maybe no. And here we are. I'm streaming it after my dailies. Or my dailies. Now, let's see here. I want to download ZZZ, but isn't compatible with a tablet. I don't know why. I remember ZZZ requiring a lot more storage than usual. It's like 55 gigabytes or something like that. It's insane from what I heard. I use a PC to play it, so I not really get to experience it that much. I haven't downloaded on my phone yet, although it's the latest phone that came out, so maybe it wouldn't have a problem with that. I don't use tablets to play games, so I'm not sure if it's just like device compatibility issues. Maybe it's the iOS or Android updates. Okay. And this team doesn't really do well against structural objects. God. There we go. My Nila's attack is like level 1 and not level her attacks at all. Okay. So I could say, like, before we start the Summertide events, I played 3 gacha games now. 3 other ones. I played Honkai Star Rail, Withering Waves, and Zenless Zone Zero. So I've recently just finished Star Rail's story. I caught up to the latest point in the game, which they're gonna have another update like in about a week or 2. And Nila's mostly used for skill. I always keep forgetting, like, she has 2 abilities with her skill. One where you can just normal attack and sends waves of like hydro damage at the enemies, or like have like water pool around her. Okay, if I want to level her up, I need to go to Raiden's thing. I hope I can get some of the mats for boss mats, at least like the weekly bosses, because I ran out of Dream Solstice and I've been slacking on doing weekly bosses. I guess it's a good time where I could show this team. This team does a little bit better with single target damage now, since I have C4 Dea. Here. I'm on the right stuff, right? Yeah. That's looking great. This is like my most played team right now at the moment, just because I like how I can just make use of both vape reactions and danger. Okay, I might not be able to hit a lot of those reactions since Raidens tend to like a lot. It's kind of a little setback with his build, but in the Spiral Abyss is not that big of a deal, because enemies are, most of them will only chase you anyways. Okay.
Thunder. Your verdict is decided. This world, a fleeting shadow.
Okay, I just realized, like, okay, me the energy recharge. There we go.
Illusions of our destructions.
Oh, that one's real.
Let's move out.
You're the real one.
Rest and rebuild.
Shattered.
Grow.
Lots off.
Okay, well, my fanfare ran out. Okay, game. I didn't have Farina's burst ready, so I could have had Favoni's sword and I would have been fine. You know, it's whatever. I just about to finish her off anyway.
This bud is eternal. Purge all obstacles. Inferior. You asked for it.
I didn't even need it first. Alright, give me the mats. Yes, I got 2 of them. That's so lucky of me. Oh my god. That's so lucky of me. Got 2 of Nila's important materials. So wait, what do I max first on Nilu? I just got her recently, so that's why my Nilu's like not that like high of a. Got Ferna a couple days ago. Still deciding whether to build her on Tenacity or Golden Troll. I already have an above average Tenacity set, so I don't feel like farming for Golden Troll. Okay. So you just got Farina, so I assume you probably don't have her weapon. I feel like having to spare the Hunter set. Let's see here, so Tenacity all the way. If you want her to be a straight up like buffer, I think she can do okay with Tenacity if you have like what is it? Actually. Okay, so for tenacity, if you're gonna build like a straight buffer, depending on which weapon you use, you probably will just need an ER Sands. Or if you're not using, or if you're using an ER weapon, then HP Sands is fine. And HP Goblet would be okay, although Hydra is a little better, but I like the HP Goblet anyway. And yeah, just a crit damage circlet should be fine. I think Burna still does a good amount of damage either way. Although not as much without Golden Trope, but if you want her to be like a buffer, then it's not a bad idea because HP goes well with her and the 4-piece set still works fine with her. Okay, which one I max out first? Do I just max out skill? The fact that I almost have a good ratio with tenacity is with Sapwood is crazy. Oh, that reminds me. I do sometimes use sapwood on Ferna. I have a R5 sap sword. Okay, so here's the story is my sapwood blade. I don't know who it was that suggested me sapwood blade on Bennett, but I remember at the time like, oh, I needed good stats for good ER stat stick for Bennett, and someone suggested me this, and it's like, wait, do I want to refine it? And someone said yes, and I feel like I got baited a little bit with this weapon because it only worked with Denjo like teammates. Well, Denjo activated like reaction. I thought it works with any reaction. This is why it's important to read. But with this team, I feel like Ferna can make good use of this Sapwood Blade too, also. Because it gives more EM to my Dea with this team, and it feels really nice. And you know what'd be more insane for Ferna? The key. It's the Nilu's signature weapon. Would actually make this team crazy, alright? It will actually make this team crazy right now. The key. Because the key, like, gives EM based on, like, the wielder's HP. And with Ferna stacking already a bunch of HP, like, as a support unit, it's, like, super valuable in her as a support. Her signature weapon is good, fine, but, like, Skyward Spine is better than Blackcliff for Dea. Skyward Spine. Your pride? He is broken, yeah. It is like pretty damn like it's a niche weapon, but it's a really, really good niche weapon because the key cannot just be used on any sword user. It has to be on someone like Nilu, Farina. Yeah, you get it. And Skyward Spine. Blackcliff though. I would say Skyward's Pride is like a similar situation like the ultimate Overlord's Mega Magic Sword. So you could go with Blackcliff Slasher still, you'll be fine. But I treat Skyward Pride like similarly to Event Weapon. Yeah, that's pretty much how I think of how. Okay. Nilu. I forgot I was gonna level her up. I was gonna level her skill. Why not? I'm running out of money, but I hope the summer event will give me a ton of money. Actually, I think burst is better if I'm just gonna just use all the time. You know, I'll just distribute it evenly. It's fine. I time it before I grind it. One town level difference doesn't make a difference at all. Okay, so now I finished with that. I can claim my commissions and then I'll just do the summer event. Where is it?
Add Astro.
It was broken before, and now I have 2 million.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Add Astro.
Okay. Didn't okay a lot. Hey, look at that, Mora. Alright, for real though, I'm gonna start the event, and as I'm going to the event, okay, actually, wait, hold on. I'll just start off with like the first. Okay, yeah, this order sounds great because I can remember which date I got these characters. So my thoughts on these first 3. Oh, probably gonna skip through all the story quests and major side quests with hangout events. Want to see if I could get a Yelan. Yeah, Yilon is sounds pretty nice here. Like Xingqiu, yeah, is good and all, but what if you have two Xingqius? So good for like many hypercarry like Pyro. I'm pretty sure like maybe the Pyro Archon would like that. So waiting for Venti. Venti is super good in this abyss, like especially floor 11. Okay, so when I got these three, if you want to know my thoughts and opinions, I just like Lisa later on in the game. I really like Amber at first, and I never really like using Kaya. I don't know why. It's just I never like using Kaya. It's just my opinion, you know. I really like Amber in the beginning, but you know later on, like okay, maybe I should really move on to other units if I want to clear the abyss just fine. Because back then, like I really had no knowledge of like reaction tape damage, and even now, Amber is still so hard to use, much harder than Dia. Because with Amber, you don't have a lot going for her except like making her puppets like her dolls explode with a charge attack, which you need constellations for. And I remember okay, you realized that in the beginning I never used the star characters, but now I use them all now. Yeah. And then later on, I used Lisa a whole lot more because, well, for one, she's pretty. And second, you know, this lightning rose is really great, especially the higher constellation you have. I think C4 gives her like 3 chains that connect to like more enemies than just one enemy. And this defense shred is pretty viable. Even though it's like may not be good as like the Viridescent set or Chevreuse like defense shred, it's still defense shred like on everything, you know, on all elemental damage. That's why I use her a lot for. So I go with like a full ER build just to have her burst like up consistently, just so I can have this passive going with a lightning rose. Most star characters, if not all, need constellation sense to give a lot of quality of life and buffs to the characters, and it's insane. Yeah, like the 3 chains for lightning rose, pretty viable in Lisa. D6 even is great if you like to build a sub DPS Lisa. With Amber, you need that constellation where you're able to blow up her dolls manually. Yeah, it's the second constellation. Use Lisa on field with Fischl and Dory. I've been using Lisa as Dea recently. I said this a little bit in the Discord chat. I don't know if everyone picked up on it, but it's not great. As like you're using Raiden or Fischl, but it still is good, you know, in a way. Because here's what I use, alright? I use a team like a Chevreuse team with Dia, Clorand, and Lisa and Chevreuse. If I can find a team. I don't even have that team set up, but let's show it right here.
My blade will lead us through the shadows.
So for Lisa, I made sure to build like Emblem. And then for Clorand, I built Sundering. Actually, was it Sundering Fury? I don't think it was Sundering Fury. I think it was the Bond of Life build that Arlecchino still has on her. Where's Lisa? I have her.
Here, let me help you.
Yeah, this is a team I use. So how it works is that Lisa, Chevreuse make sure to get their stuff on the field while like Lauren goes in first to like shred enemies with the Dia skill active. To make sure like Overload is constantly proccing, so you get the defense shred with Chevreuse and the Lisa, which gives her like 55 defense shred with her attacks. And once her thing is off cooldown, then Dia goes in to use her burst. And by the time Dia finishes with her burst, Lauren will be up and ready to like do her attacks again. And then Lisa have her attacks up, and then Chevreuse will still have her things up like by the time like next rotation goes. Been thinking about Dia, Ferna, Raiden, and Chevreuse lately. Haven't seen anyone try them out. The thing is, like, with Chevreuse, she just feels restricted because you're not gonna get, like, the Power Electro Shred if you use, like, Ferna in the team, which kind of sucks because Chevreuse is a healer, which would have been make this, like okay with Ferna, especially PSC2 Ferna.
Desert's a tough
I have not tried that team
but at
yet
least it doesn't
because
hide anything.
I
What
just
you
haven't
see
got to
is what
try
you
it
get.
yet.
And whether you take on the challenge is entirely up
Because
to you.
like The thing is with Shiver is you're restricted to Power Electro, similar to Nilu, where if you want her blooms to like pop instantly, like you got to have just Dendro and Hydro units. Oh, I'm teleported. Okay then.
Hey, wake up! Hey!
You're finally awake. Oh my god, I
You're
just
finally awake. Paimon was worried sick.
where are we?
No idea. Paimon just woke up and then we were here. Ugh, Paimon's head is all dizzy. The scenery here looks different too. Oh, what should we do, Traveler? Please don't tell Paimon someone abducted us and brought us to some strange place that we could never leave.
Calm down, man.
You're
Calm
right.
down, Paimon.
Better to
It's
think
just
of
a
this
fantasy
as
land of
beginning of a new adventure.
basically Disneyland.
Thank goodness you're still here. If Paimon
And
woke
make
up
sure to give my
alone, she
opinions on the
probably
next set of
would be
characters
trembling in a tree
that I
hollow.
have. I remember like getting my characters when like very well. Actually, they just give a date about it.
Let's follow this path for now.
Thank you.
Might
Thank
be
you
able
for
to
the
meet someone and
congratulations
figure
to
out what this
1K.
place is all about.
Thank you. I give my opinion on the next set of characters now. I remember. Oh yeah, I did got Jean very early on. There was not a whole lot of use for Jean besides just healing, and I guess if you wanted to make her DPS, also not as great as like Diluc at the time in like the 1.0 update. But hey, Jean got the job done. I didn't have to use any food like that much with Jean. Oh my god, these histories of characters, it sucks, man. Like, how come I got the healer so early in the game? Like, because I didn't have any good DPS characters at the time. I think my very first DPS was Ganyu, which was like 3 months after the game was released. I think Ganyu was like my first DPS unit because yeah, I didn't got Clear, I didn't got Venti till much later on. I really like Jean, okay? I like Jean, you know, I made use of her a lot in the overworld back then. Chi-Chi, oh my god, just having another healer in the party when I could either got Diluc or Mona or Kaching would have been so great for my account back then. But I didn't have a lot to go with, so I used Beidou a lot early in the game.
If you ever want to
And
trade
that was my
tactics, I'm
first
always ready.
DPS that like I really invested a whole lot in. Some of your Ayaka is your first 5-star, but really used her. Stuck at level 70, I hate having to farm for those Sakura blooms, like holy hell. Oh my god, there's Sakura bloom. What about the Sumeru Desert materials? That's even worse, man. That's even worse. Oh no, what about the materials for Wanderer where you have to like go flying around, like go for every single like piece of material like under every mushroom head as like, oh my god, I'm glad I'm not a Wanderer main. Let's see here. Let's see. Did make use a little bit of Shangling. I didn't really make use of Law Razor. I didn't really make a whole use of Law Barbara. I use Shingcho a lot. Just basically for meta reasons. These mushrooms are not as bad as the Farazons or Diamats. I forgot what Diamats were. Because it's been a long time. Inkwang items. Lily Hell Shores. Definitely, man. I just wish like you don't have to get characters just to reveal the mats on the map when you can just look it up online. Like you just have the I just wish like after discovering the a certain amount of materials, like maybe like 30, it just gives you the on-map like structure of like where everything is. Like, come on, quality of life stuff, Horrorverse. Why do we have to look up stuff online just to get those mats? Or like thumbs and oh. I know what you're talking about. The official
I
use
created another
a
universe
bit,
and
yeah.
found
I
a
use official
paradise
a bit
for
more.
I, Fischl, and the
He's
princess
been pretty good in
Earth.
overload teams with Chevres. Bennett's, yeah, meta reasons Bennett. Noel, I haven't really got to use Noel a lot because I just simply don't have good artifacts for Noel. Mainly my issue with Noel is I don't have good like pieces for Noel that gives a lot of energy recharge. I want to make like a Farina Noel team, but I just don't have the energy recharge to make that work yet. At Changyu, like, okay, here's the thing with Changyu. I tried using it with Dia, and I failed miserably. I said before, like, I remember replying to a comment that, okay, maybe I was going to think of a Changyu build, because Dia, like, was plunge stuff, but it just did not work out. We had pasta, of course, and we had meat. Hello, welcome to the stream. It was Changyu, I could not make her work with Dia. Even though, like, at first glance, it sounds so simple to use Changyu with Dea, it's just did not work out for me. Okay, so here's my problem. Really hope that Mavrika has an insane buffer plus heals with a freaking circle impact. True. Okay, like, was Bennett plunge Dea? Or just like with a hypercarry Dea, you're restricted in that damn circle. Like, it's about time these first units, like, Jingcho is Yalan, like, Zhangli needs to be power crab, Bennett needs to be power crab. There's no good reasons for these units to like remain this relevant to this day. Although I get it, you know, like in one hand, it's great for new players, but on the other hand, like for when you're releasing characters like Dia, you're expected to be her at least like on par with Xiangling, but Xiangling just does a whole lot more than Dia because faster power application has a lot of like good utilities by like buffing your pyro damage and like just part of like resistance shred. Just too good, man. I think it's kind of disrespectful, man. Like she has so much good utility. Like every constellation, you know, power resistance shred. Like maybe this one's not as great, but power duration. And then you have this. All Primates receive 15% more power damage bonus, which makes it really good in mono power teams anyway. You know, Bennett, like, okay, Bennett is pretty much needed for Dia. Like, I cannot really blame the Bennett, man. I had to use Bennett a lot when Dia came out because what good teams were there besides mono power back then? Fontaine made Dia a whole lot better. Okay, because of Farina, like Navia, you know, like she has good like support, like spots and offensive spots, thanks to Farina and like other carries like Lenny and stuff. Let's see. Or Chi-Chi, like I just did not use Chi-Chi a whole lot. Just because like he just feels very underwhelming. Like, her heal's not as fast as Jean's. Like, I just don't want to be on field cheat. Like, the next, like, 10 seconds just to heal everyone back up. The nice thing is basically like a Verena. Can't nearly impossible make good teams without them. Oh, yeah. I remember Hoover. Now from Wizarding Ways. I just realized what you were talking about. Like, wait, Verena the Genshin Impact, what's that? But yeah, Bennett, just basically such a priority. Just makes any team like a whole lot better just because he's just a simple buffer. Plus with like C6 you can do some like crazy plunge shenanigans with Fern and like Xianyun. Yeah, he's pretty insane. But I wish there's like more options besides just the Bennett because like I feel like every time like anyone brings up oh which team should I go for, you should just go for a national team with like Bennett, Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Sucrose or something like that, you know? These 4 units that you can get so early on the game and it's so easy to like constellation for. His kit is so simple yet so powerful. I'm shocked they haven't made any character similar to him. Yeah, it's like we have Chevres, but she's just restricted to Power and Electro. Bennett is not restricted to anything. How my achievements? Did not get Bennett until AR-55. Wow. How my achievements? Let's see here. Let's see. My oh. 732. I have not like tried to go for achievements. Like directly. I don't I don't go out my way to do achievements at all. It's just It's just how I play the game. It's like, if I got the achievements, oh, I just got without even trying, you know?
We mercs have one simple rule.
Continue
Whoever
on
pays
with the
the
quest
most
here.
is your
What
new
is
boss.
this? What is this? What is that?
Traveler, did those plants by the road look weird to you? It almost looked like they were
Made
made
of
of
paper.
paper.
Yeah.
And those two frogs over there? Yeah, they look like pieces of origami.
Oh, by the shade of a lotus leaf stream, don't tell me you forgot
TCG
how to
deer does
jump.
more damage than my build.
I didn't forget, Firecracker.
Yeah, like,
I'm just
I was thinking of making a
not sure if
TCG
what I
video,
remember's correct.
like, just on the road
Next
until
thing you
I
know,
get
you'll have
Dea.
forgotten how to sing
And then
you
maybe
must
there's gonna be a
switch
sequel
notate
if the video
score.
does well.
You still
Okay, my
remember why
main
we
Dea and
call you
TCG, and I'm a
Squeaky,
god,
don't you?
like, with her.
Yeah, because I've
I
got
don't
a
know.
great singing
If I
voice.
was gonna give
Although these
TCG a
days,
chance,
name
like,
seems more
I just
ironic
want
than
Dea,
anything.
alright?
Not
That would
just
be
a
my
great
only
voice,
motivation
one
to
that
play
evokes the
TCG is
gentleness
just to
of
get Dea
early
card.
morning dewdrops
And like just that's it. I
flowing
dropped
into
the whole thing
spring.
and just like, okay, I'm
Cheer
done
up
with
and
it.
make the jump over. If you're still unsure, just use that roll of magic thread. I won't laugh, I promise.
Saw a guy
Now,
win a
don't tell
game
me
with
you've
just
forgotten how
solo
to use the
Dea.
gun as
It's freaking
well.
insane.
I haven't forgotten everything,
Just
Firecracker.
Dea.
Your name,
Wow.
for instance.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to
godlike in
forget that you're named
TCG,
after
but
your
not in
fiery
like the
temper.
main parts of the
Now
game.
do me a favor and pipe down for a second. I'll be right over.
You saw that too, right? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
Awesome talking paper frogs.
This place is getting more confusing by the second. Anyway,
It's wild.
why don't we go after those two frogs? They didn't look evil or anything. Plus, they might be able to help us out.
Alright. Oh, the paper. Oh my god. Went further than we would have liked to.
I could make a tidy
Oh
song
man, I
song
just
some of
realized
these.
this is a good opportunity to get a whole lot of primos here. Alright.
Guess we're not catching up to those frogs. They were
Just
so
waiting for a
fast.
moment for CN community
Paimon
to
couldn't
start in
even tell when
Hoyo
it
to
got
make
past you in the
Dea
end.
great again. If I remember correctly, the
Excuse me,
CN
honored
communities were so
travelers. Did
intensely
you come from the
moved
Cliff
her
of
trailer
Prophecy,
video.
perchance?
The chubby paper hamster just talked.
Shall we?
As much as I would like
Shall
Dea
we?
to
It's
get
got a
buffs,
slightly thicker layer of paper.
I just had to like just
Allow me to introduce myself.
not
My name is Armand.
what is
and
it?
I'm an elder
I
of
just
the
don't want to get my
Forest of
hopes up.
Blessings.
They
By
made a
the
charity, if
rising
I'm not
year,
mistaken, for
hero of
children
prophecy
that they can
to
learn to
arise.
reach that goal within hours and days.
Traveler,
Okay, didn't
did
like
you
Dea
pinch
have
Paimon
like
just to make sure she's
a
not so
charity
creepy?
event of some sort, like in real life? 'Cause I think I remember that. Did she? Like, there was an event like, or a charity event revolving around Dea.
Oh, pinching, you
That's
say?
ins-
Well,
I
can
did,
help
yeah,
with
I
that.
just remembered that
Although
just
you'll
now.
have to get a little closer.
How
My
could wait
arms
for
are rather
disrespect the
short.
character that they revolve around a charity like with, you know?
We just need a
That's pretty
minute to
insane.
collect ourselves. Okay, let's think things through. We know for sure this isn't
Like I
the
said,
world we're familiar
I'm not getting my
with.
hopes up.
The talking paper
I just hope
animals and all the
like
paper
as
trees
time
and
moves on
plants
with
make
more
that
units,
pretty
even though
clear.
Dea will probably will never
Heroes from
change.
another
You know,
world,
she might not,
supported by
probably will
their
never change.
companions,
Hope more
shall
units will be there to
restore
like
peace to the
make Dea
world.
just.
That is what the prophecy says.
For now, like I'm just trying to make her work with the best I can with my build videos and that stuff.
Deary me.
Unlocking
I
like more
completely forgot to
possibilities. My
introduce
hands
you
will
to
look
this world,
colorless,
didn't I?
look lifeless.
And here I am.
Imagine
getting all
Capitano
excited
being a
by
Dea
the
support.
arrival of the heroes.
No, Capitano would not
Old
be
Brain
a
isn't
like.
what it once was.
Look, if you look at all the
Shell
harbingers,
and
Wander's the main
Overwatch.
DPS, Child's the main DPS,
Perhaps My
Arlecchino is the
boss
main
paper,
DPS. I don't
faded
think Capitano
past
is gonna be
the
a
point of
like a
return.
support focused
It's
like
okay,
character.
really.
I bet he's gonna be a
You can
DPS
just
too
tell us
also.
all about this world now.
Ah, let me think. Where should I even begin? Pretty much forgotten everything that happened in the past. Right. I believe the story circulating along the
Senor's the
Polkars
main
forest goes as
DPS.
follows. A
Oh
long,
man.
long time
Maybe
ago,
DPS with
3
support
goddesses
capabilities.
created this
Maybe.
world and named it
Maybe.
Simulacra.
Like Child with his
The
like
goddess of
giving
creation
his entire team like
presides over matter and
level
magic,
1 like normal
created the
attack
mountains
buffs.
and rivers and gave us life.
Yeah, maybe that kind of
Her
support
powers
capability.
also paved the way for Simulanka to exist in numerous worlds.
I remember like
After
people
the
use
goddess
Arlecchino
of
as Child and they just
creation
have
came
Childs
the
in the
goddess
back
of
because they just
prophecy,
want the
its
level 1
dominion over
like
the
Child buff for
stars,
Arlecchino's normal
force of
attacks.
fate itself. She induced the sky to spin and the earth to move. Even
Just
to
to
this
like reach
day, her
insane
statue
numbers.
still stands tall at the
Like there's
highest
like
point of
maximizing everything for
Constellation
Arlecchino.
Metropole. The final goddess was the goddess of fate, she who reigns over all treasured tales and dearest wishes.
I
She
think
bestowed
Capitano would be
upon
like
us
Child, but his
fierce
passive
and
enhances every
everlasting
Parmer's
feelings
burst
of
by 1.
love
That would be
and
awesome.
hate, and
That
showed
would
us
not be a
the
bad idea, you
meaning
know?
of death
Like just
and
having
hope.
a first like
Whoa,
buffer
they all
like
seem
of that like
super impressive. Sounds
that
like they
support
really did a
capabilities, yeah.
lot.
Of course, all new residents of Simulanka come
Yeah, I
to
could
the
imagine them
forest to
doing
thank
something
the
like that
goddess of
again.
creation for founding this world, and travel to Constellation Metropole to witness the divinations of the goddess of prophecy's numerous oracles. After that, they make their way to the end of the world and tell the
When is-
goddess of fate
when is
about their
Hamster?
most cherished dreams.
Lore about the event, yes. It's a
At
Disney
least
world,
that's how
alright?
it used
We
to
gotta paint these
Uh,
hamsters
how it
with
used to
colors.
be?
Make them
Did
more
something bad
lifelike.
happen?
That's what I'm getting at right here.
Oh, yeah.
I have not been paying
What
attention
else
to
did you
this at all.
hero you're
When we're gonna meet
waiting for,
Navia,
right?
Nilu, and Kirara?
Yes, this old brain of mine may have forgotten many things, but I will never.
Was there
forget
someone
the
else in
day
the event too? I
evil
hope I'm not
dragon
forgetting someone.
descended
Yeah, I
upon
did.
our forest. It came down from the skies in an ominous.
What I want for next summer
blackness,
event is for Arena to
vanished
appear.
Our homeland. Its gigantic footprints can still be seen in the kingdom of.
I'm surprised like
breezes and
the most
bells.
like
We're
the character
incredibly
that most
fortunate
appeared in
to
these
know what's
summertide events is Klee.
Sounds
I
terrifying.
have a feeling like she might appear like next year
Terror
too.
doesn't stop there.
I think
I'm
Capitano's
afraid.
vision will be
Ever
Hydra or
since the
Cryo,
attack,
but
the calligraphy
more to
tavern in
Hydra
the
since from
forest
what I
has been
heard he has a
closed.
high sense of
No one
justice.
knows why, but
So I
it's a
think he might work a bit well
catastrophe
with
of the
yeah.
highest order for us, forest dwellers.
A catastrophe of the highest
Capitano's
order?
mysterious, man.
All because a tavern closed?
So
If
what
were
can we
talking
agree
about my
upon
stay
like
here,
for
Paimon might
Capitano?
understand,
Should he
is
ever
there really
reveal
all
his
that
face in the
serious?
story or no?
Good. Goddess of creation
I don't think
above,
he
we take even
never
the
needs to
greatest
reveal his face just
flood
because
over the
like
closure of the
he has a
tavern.
setting character with his
The
mask.
paper will dry out with time.
I don't think he ever needs to
Fallen trees
reveal his
can be
face. I just
restored,
worry about like
but the
his face
calligraphy
is gonna look like an
is the
NPC.
only source of the magic tonic that
I don't think he
sustains
ever needs to
all
reveal
creatures in the
his face.
forest.
Magic what?
Magic tonic. It was gifted to the forest by the goddess of creation herself. A special potion that helps us maintain our vitality. Well, our bodies will gradually crumple and become brittle until they eventually disintegrate entirely. Our colors will fade and we'll start to lose our memory until we can't even remember
Those are
our
fade.
own names.
Saw wallpaper Dia and Riseley one day and thought if
Does that
only
mean
someone would make an
we've
animation
already-
style was both some duel.
I'm afraid so.
That would be awesome, you know?
Color has all but
That would be
completely
awesome.
faded
It'll
from
just
my
be like
paper.
a JoJo scene,
To
you
be
know?
honest, all I really remember is that I'm supposed to wait here for the hero of prophecy. But I've already forgotten who gave me that order to begin with.
Like I can imagine like Riseley like sending like a huge like gauntlet shockwave at a Dia, and then Dia just like melts the every like melts the ice gauntlet fist away with just like her frequent amount of punches she just like throws out, and like the vape like
Not sure how we know
would
that,
just like
but
cover
we
the whole
can't remember
screen,
how we got here, so
and
it's
just in
not
like
really
brawling.
promising.
still, you know, just up in close quarters.
Well, this is turning out to be quite the conundrum for old Almond Brain here. The prophecy never
I
mentioned
mean, I have good
anything
ideas
like
about
that. For
animations.
now, why don't you come with me to the Hut of
I think
Blessings?
that'd be a cool
Our
way to
forest
like
fairy lives there.
in the middle of
Maybe
this
she'll help
animations.
me.
Whoa, a forest fairy? Like one that knows magic?
Oh, you betcha. She's prophesized to join the hero.
When is this
Journey.
hamster gonna let me play
Well,
the
then she
game?
sounds like exactly the kind of person we need. Please,
Literally
lead the
imagine
way,
that
then
Rise
I'll-
is like wet his pants and Dia just vaporized him when Dia survived the ultimate.
That meadow over there looks pretty strange.
That's what the calligraphy tavern looks like. Now it's lost.
I don't know if that would be
all of
fitting
its
for his
colour.
character, but it'd be up to the animator to decide how they want to work with it. Okay, what? Those block the exit so dark. Knock knock. 2 hamsters. Mine. My goal. Okay. They have those materials here? That would have been so useful if I had. Right now, like, I don't know. Had a rerun, maybe this would have been useful. But it is. What is this lifeless thing going on here? So lifeless. No color. Imagine, like, you cannot see color at all. This is all you see. Okay, go to square. West goes in Fontaine? What? Or was I not supposed to be here yet? I don't understand.
Well, how
Let's go
about
get
that?
this next waypoint. Then... Okay. Alright, my screen froze for a second there. Alright, let's see what other curves I can cover. So, I guess, like... my next set of few characters I did got was... Albedo? I mean, he wasn't such a bad character. He just got simply power crept by Chiori like 3 years later. I don't think you picked the right quest. I don't know why it made me switch. Yeah, it made me switch for some reason. Like, need to go back here. Read. Navigate. There we go. I don't know why he switches up like that. I didn't even like touch the quest marker. I don't know. I just assumed like give me a navigation point and like maybe just point me to the next direction. Alright, so about Albedo. I do like Albedo. I still use him with my Navi team. I just don't feel like I need to replace him with Chidori. Even though like I know like Chidori is probably like just a better version of Albedo, I don't think I do need to replace him. Plus, like I have his signature weapon, which is like the event weapon that never got a rerun. You know, this how could they give this such a good weapon for Albedo, but like there's no other defensive weapons to give to Albedo. Isn't that insane, man? Cinnabar Spindle. Imagine not having this weapon, you want Albedo. Pretty damn insane.
This is the place. If you could just wait a moment, the fairy should be.
Traveler! Paimon!
They say there'll be new defense sword. Hope
Paimon
so.
knows that voice!
It's really you! I'm so happy to see you!
Albedo, the Harbinger. It's Nilu. Oh wait, here's a cool feature. I can hide this and take a screenshot. Bam. Probably might see in the Discord later. Alright, now how do I unveil the hiding? There we go. Good screenshot. Same here.
Sorry.
Nilu, I still don't know if I want her skin or not.
So
Um,
Nilu is the
it's
forest
pretty,
fairy?
but I don't know if
Well,
it's worth
certainly
it.
look the part.
I don't even have like excess like Genesis crystals that I got from my monthly Welkins. That I spent it all on
Thank
trying to
you.
get
But
Arlecchino
to
as
be
soon as
honest, I'm
possible,
still
which
getting
I
used to
really
it.
wish I didn't because I would have gotten Nilu a skin like just basically for free. Basically for free. Because I could have just stacked the welcome moon like Genesis crystals and like save it for skins.
It's the weirdest
It
thing.
was literally my
I
bad.
remember
I
I
if
was
I
reading
if
a
I
book at
saved
the
up
Grand
my Genesis
Bazaar,
crystal like
and then I
without
guess I must
converting
have
them into
fallen
Prima
asleep
Gems,
at
I
some
could have gotten her
point
skin.
because, well, then I woke up dressed like this.
Woke
And
up dressed
in my
like that.
dream, someone spoke to me. They said, "You are the fairy of the Forest of Blessings. Now go, save the forest with your magic." At first, I thought this whole world was just part of the dream, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to wake up. I couldn't find anyone I knew from the real world either.
Sounds similar to what happened with us. We also have no idea how we got here.
Anyway, sorry for my reaction back there. I got a bit too excited when I saw you two.
It's okay, we totally understand. We were looking for a way out too. At
It was a
least we know we're
princess
not
and
alone.
basically. When we're gonna meet the others.
Oh, blessed be the goddess of fate above. You're already friends with the fairy of the forest.
Grandpa Almond, thank you so much for bringing my friends here. Could you let the others know I'm coming? I'll head over right away.
Alright.
Of course, leave it to me. Hey ho,
Okay, what I
pistachio.
want before I go
Today
on with the other
truly is a
characters,
blessed
I just want to
day.
talk about Nadlin for a bit. So what's Nadlin? Our Traveler has a lot of
Wow,
potential
Nilu,
here to
looks
like
like you made short
be as
work
good
of
as
getting
Dendro
to know the
Traveler.
locals.
Well,
Because
when I arrived here yesterday,
if you just have like a
Grandpa Almond
simple
told me
like
all about
power
the state of this
application
world.
off-field like
Since
power
they think of
support
me
unit,
as their forest fairy,
then that's
I
just
just felt like I
already
had to
valuable
try to help
enough
them.
to like
Oh,
have that
so
because we
you
already
mean
have
like
plenty of
using some
on-field
kind of forest
power damage
magic to
users
repair the
already.
tavern?
It would be really
Unfortunately,
nice for
I don't know
Hoiverse
how
if
to
they
use the
add like
magic of this world.
more off-field power
I tried using
applications.
my
They could
vision,
start
but
off with
it doesn't
Traveler.
seem to work here. If the books stored in this hut are
Easily they
anything
could
to go
start off
by,
as Traveler.
this seems to be the place where the goddess of creation first made the townspeople of this forest. She folded the pages of
What
books
a
into small
perfect character
origami
for you would be
animals,
like.
gave them life with her magic, and with
Perfect
time,
character.
that's how the Forest of Blessings took shape.
Honestly, I don't know.
Maybe one
I
of
don't
the
know a
books here
perfect
could
character.
teach us how to use magic.
Like,
I read
there's
them
just so
all,
much things you could do
but
here.
only found one reference
Depending
to
on
magic.
like how overloaded
The
you want the character's
incantation,
kit to be, or like
Abracadabra,
if you
means
want them to be
to
locked behind
create what I
constellations.
say.
Like, I don't want any of this
This is a world
behind
made up of
constellation, you
words,
know.
where fantastical
I had ideas
powers
for
can
how
be
to make
wielded
Dia
by
balance,
all.
but I
Okay,
don't know what
so
the point we'll be talking about if
everyone in this world
like
can
of course
use
it's not gonna
magic?
happen, but
That's
do a balance
nice,
changes
but
I do
still
like for
kinda
Dia.
vague.
If that's something
Yeah,
I would
from the
like
other
for a
books I
perfect
read,
character to be.
it seems like this goddess
So I
really
think
likes to play
Dia
fast
would have
and
been
loose
great
with the
if
details.
her power application would be
So,
reduced
what
by
should we do
1
now?
second to make it like 1.5
Didn't you
seconds.
say you were
Do
going
hope the
somewhere
power
new?
MC will be good.
Oh, yes.
If they are
I was
decent
going to
and the
help some of
power
the other
archon has
residents of the
off-field power
forest.
application,
They've been
and I don't
busy
need
making
any more power
preparations to
characters
reopen
again.
the tavern, so
Just don't make me
I
use
thought I'd help 'em.
Shangling.
Got it.
Yes.
Guess we
Yes,
should just focus on what we
true.
can do for
Who
now.
is that, man? True.
This whole
More
thing is making me
off-field
pretty
power
nervous,
applications,
actually.
please.
It's like I've
Alright,
been
it's
pushed
about
on
time that
stage without
Shangling
being
becomes
taught the
power crept.
choreography. Since I'm already wearing the costume, though, I might as well try to play the part. It's what a professional dancer would do. And who knows? Maybe I'll find my own magic along
Although,
the way.
I might not like
All I
Shangling
can
that
do is
much,
try,
but here's my
right?
take.
At least
I
you're
dislike
optimistic.
Kyber Bloom more than Shangling, to be honest with you. Let me just put that
Thank
right
you.
there, right now.
Let's go.
Let me just start up something real quick, alright? I do not like using Hyper Blooms at all. That's why I picked Nilu, because she doesn't require Hyper Bloom to use her. She just simply uses blooms, and that's it. Hyper Blooms, the easiest thing you could ever do. You can put up like Ayato, Cookie, and Nahida, and just AFK. Or whatever, you know? AFK, let everyone do the work for you. Floral Flurry? Another quest. I think it was pretty evident. Well, not pretty evident, but like I did give some hints that I just don't want to use Hyper Bloom because like I don't know if you guys watched my Candace video. The video like I want to use Candace without resorting to Hyper Bloom because then everyone will say, "Oh, like Ayatu can do this better," or Nuvalet can do this better, or you know, like, come on. I just want to bring something unique to the table, and like, oh, Hyper Bloom, yeah, Hyper Bloom. It's just such an easy like element reaction to do. I just don't think it's creative enough for a video that I want to make. Okay, what's this? Flying squirrels to the kingdom of breeze and bells are adept flyers. Get close to using the interact button to work together with them and direct them to Starland. Only attack button in a joint corporation will display the flight path. Release an attack button. Fair. I don't mind Hyper Bloom, and I don't have anything against Shangli in particular. Something about her kit and design just doesn't match together for me personally. Yeah, like you get the most powerful power unit in the game, and she's just a simple side character that likes to cook. She's just a side character that doesn't appear much after like Leeway, just to cook. I mean, not to be that guy, but for the MC to be good, he would need to be revolutionary, like Harmony MC and Star Rail. If they make him power off field or power Archon, Shangli would probably be better. Maybe like for Traveler, he would like buff like specific reactions. Maybe either maybe he would be like a buffer. You know, maybe there needs to be like an off field power applicator that's specific to like maybe cater to like a buff. You know. Like either specifically vapes or maybe Virgin. I would like for more like characters that can enable Virgin better. I mean Dia does okay, but obviously it's not the best in the world. Yet I still somehow managed to clear the abyss with his team and with this Virgin DPS comp. I think like better Virgin units that doesn't require normal attacks like Thoma would be better for the team. Because like I know there's a lot of Hydro and like what's it? Hydro, Dendro, off-field carries, or not off-field carry, but like applicators. They threw blooms all over the field. But what if like you want power application to like just like happen all over the place, you know? You just want everything to blow up, or at least one at a time, you know? What is this? What's this? Oh, I gotta aim the thing. By aiming mode. Oh, what is this? God. Wait, what? What the? Okay, wait. Get back here. And oh my god, how much more you want me to do here? Okay, finally it's done. Oh, I got used to it.
Tidy sum selling some of this.
Okay. How do I outside the box? I want to use Kazo or Zhongli. Let me get it from here. There you go. Talk to. Okay, let's go down here. What is this? Flying scroll impact. Characters attack and any other shocks have been awakened. Pleasure by creating current, and that can move Garland. Looking at. Oh, this. Okay. Oh my. Doesn't take that much to think. Okay.
I call
For
dibs.
Madeline, do you think okay about the girl with the mount, you know, like the drilling whatever thing? I hope she's a free character because that traverse of climbing cliffs sounds pretty damn valuable to me. And I think she better be a free unit for this Natlan, for the opening of Natlan, just so like we can all have an easier time climbing stuff, you know? I would love for Power MC to be another option to Toma. Maybe with power application that's at least usable for vapes. Maybe a downgrade to Bennett as a buffer, but at least an alternative would be nice. Yeah, definitely. There's not really a whole lot of like what do you call it, like version option. I mean, there's simply not a whole lot of good version options. There's a lot of good things for hybrid blooms or whatever, but like not for virgin. Like, kind of disappointing. Okay. Alright, let me skip all this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, challenge. Oh, this way I can get a Kirara? Hold on. Oops. Summer gifts, where I get Kirara, right? Wait, I did get this much to get the Kirara. No, I don't know if anyone uses
Yes,
Kiara or anyone that has C4 Kirara, but I'm at C3. And is C4 that good? Because like when an opponent with his normal charge or playing checks, Kiara will perform a coordinated attack. So that means she does like a separate ICD for Dendro apps. So say for example, like if I have like a Candace with that passes off to another unit. Oh no, I'm cooking here, guys. I'm cooking. So like if I have Candace with enhanced like Hydro Infusion, and then I have her like do this stuff with Kirara, I was thinking of like I could do some like Burgeon stuff with Dia, like with plunging stuff with Shanyun. But I'm just cooking here, guys. I'm cooking with this constellation. I don't know how this works. As soon as I get this, I want to test things out with this, alright? Oh wait. No, this only no, I just realized every 3.8 seconds. I thought it's every normal tag. No. I was so close to cooking here.
How
That's not gonna work.
adversary. But at least it doesn't hide anything. What you see
I
is
was
what you
cooking here
get.
for a second,
Whether
man,
you
but then
take
I
on the
just read the
challenge
rest
is
of it.
entirely up to you.
Oh man. I just read. Warriors does not want me to. Where am I supposed to go? Wait, what? Okay, so I need to get this. Ideal. Okay. Llama? What are you doing, Llama? Llama, what are you doing? What? You're just wasting time. There we go.
I call dibs.
What is this? Happened. Birds were stolen. Helper. I was made to the cave. These paper critters. Oh. That should be. Miley, let me take care of these guys for you.
Rest and leave it! Buckle up!
There you go, I just nuked them. I think he'll probably will buff reactions, but with the drawbacks that makes her hit balance enough that you can't play with him with best supports. I kind of forgot what the topic was for a second. Wait, berries, right? Okay, this better give me like 10, not 10, 20 period gems for making me wait this long. How many enemies of berries will there? We'll head back and wait for you. I think he's referring to Power MC. Oh, right. Power MC. Yeah, I forgot. Alright, so just activate this, activate that. Always up. Boom.
I could
Let's
make a
got
tidy
to.
sum.
Please
selling
return the
some of this.
berries. Yeah, potato. What berries? Where's the berries? Have it. Do I just go back now? I hope I'm not missing something, because I don't see berries. Oh, okay. But I could just given you berries myself. Like, why you need those berries back?
I call dibs.
This game, I swear, man. I could just given him my berries that I have, man. Like, why you want those specific berries? Okay, I need to just make my way up there. Oh, they just really are climbing. Oh. Alright, got a checkpoint right here. Where I go? I swear, like, the quest keeps, like... Where's the main story quest? Oh wait, I could just go, like... Right page. Go to challenge. Okay, I need to make my way over here. Alright, so I think I'll just go to the next topic of more characters to talk about. Let's see here. What characters did I got early in the game? Now, this llama quest gave the same vibe as the first Lantern Ride task, where you've had to climb a leeway mountain to get 3 fresh flowers instead of the 3 of the hundreds you have in your inventory. Exactly. Oh my god. Ganyu. I like Ganyu, alright? I really like Ganyu. My first DPS unit, my real 5-star DPS unit that I really like using. I had good weapons on her. I think I had Skyward Harp early in the game. I won't tell you like what date you get the weapons, but for critters, yes. He was pretty damn good. You know, like, but later on, I just felt like I just didn't like these types of unit anymore because I just like close combat focused stuff, you know, and like I don't like staying far back in the distance or whatever, you know. Gani wasn't the character for me anymore, sadly, but I did had fun using her a while back. Maybe because like she was my only DPS unit, but I don't know. She's pretty. I really like using her. For Zhongli, I gotta use him a lot, man. Like he is the most like well-invested unit. He was just a well-invested unit that I ever put in because his shields, strongest shields in the game. His shields last more than the cooldown of his shields. Pretty damn good. Plus, like he's the only character that Hoyoverse gave a buff to. What was it like? He didn't have those resistance shreds that he had before, and like, was that the only thing they changed about him? It's just his shields, like they didn't do much. At some point, I want to get Ganyu, but as the burst support for a cryo carry of my. Yeah, burst support, yeah. I don't know if Zhongli like shield was just buff or was burst like buffed also. Feeling like they changed something in this kid where Jade Shield, that's what it's called. Decrease elemental resistance, physical resistance. And then I don't think they buff anything here. They gave him resistance shred, stronger shields, resistance to interruption during the cast, and gave his shields or skills scaling. They did. Oh, they also add let's see here. Strongly deals damage based on his max HP. Normal attacks, charge attack, and plenty attacks has been increased by what? I saw it's just a skill, not his normal attacks. What? That means you can play DPS Zhongli, like was the amount of HP you get from this? I didn't know. I thought it's just his skills and ultimates. Like, I didn't read like his normal attacks get buff as well. Oh, so no wonder I kept seeing. There was that one video I watched where people were using Zhongli in like a Chongyun Shenhe team, or he was just doing like a massive amount of like cryo damage to his enemies. That was pretty insane. So that means if you want to do good normal attacks, you can literally go all out on HP. Actually, maybe having crit circles ideal, but choose like yeah, just give. Yeah, although I wonder how good the HP scaling is compared to attack percent. I wonder. Okay. I do want to, yeah, I want to go over there to see if I can get Kirara today. Fortunate that Kirara can't, like, I read that C4 constellation, okay, well, I don't know how good it would be, you know. It's something, you know. See what I tell you. What do you mean what I tell you? Are you telling me you're predicting my moves right now? Crazy how many characters scale of HP for normal attacks, especially. Yeah. Because for Zhongli, it's just his normal attacks. Any other units? I don't think there's any other units besides Nervalette that their normal attack scale was HP. Because like Yalan doesn't have any scaling with HP. Their kits in general, like Farina, I don't know if I think scaling with her HP. Unless like she's C6. Pretty crazy. Like she doesn't have any scaling with her normal attacks based on HP. Pokemon doesn't, it's only based on her burst.
Hey! Make yourselves at home!
Nuke the field. Boom.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, their kits in general. Yeah, Yolan's skills on her special charge attack with HP. Yeah. I say it's just only like a good like set of hydro application. I don't think it's like something that needs to be taken into account when trying to vape. Oh, what is this? Okay. Hello, welcome to the stream. What is the game? Star Fox right now. What is this? Okay. Wait, was I not scoring the entire time? Press the attack button, shoot the balloon. Oh, was I doing that wrong the entire time? I hope I got enough. Read. Ew. Where am I going? What the hell? Okay, get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Okay. Gotta kill a slime to get more points. Gotcha. Got him. Did I get all the points I needed? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I don't need perfect. To progress. Make progress. Okay. Next unit I want to talk about, based off my account, perfect score is like 4K. Okay. Luckily I don't need to get that perfect to get all the rewards. Oh wow. I got Xiao way later. I'll talk about Xiao after my Hu Tao. I really like Hu Tao, although I got her pretty damn late. I missed her out on getting her because I just simply did not have enough and I didn't feel like I wanted to spend money on her. Oh boy, you know, like the turnaround when she got her second rerun was pretty damn like not a good story to tell. So with Hu Tao, I did got her around first release, but I just hated like how her charge attack uses up all her stamina, so I had to keep doing jumping technique to like cancel her animation to just not consume so much stamina. So on her third rerun, yeah, on her third rerun, I got her C1, and I was streaming on that day where should I go for the weapon? People say yes, go for the weapon because Staff of Homa is such a good universal weapon. And then, oh man, after I lost, spent $100 and second try getting Staff of Homa on the same day of her banner. It didn't went well again, and then it took me all the way to third heart pity just to get her Staff of Homa. $100, man. Sucks. You know, but that's why I never gonna spend money on Genesis crystals ever again. Ever again. No more on battle passes, no more on Genesis crystals ever. That was the last and final time that I ever spent money on Genesis crystals. There's only 2 instances where I spend money on Genesis crystals. That was when like I didn't want to like miss out on Eula. Even though she's not a great unit, I just like her just because she seems like fun to play and she's pretty. So like when I lost the 50-50 Eula, I spent $50 on Genesis crystals just to get her because I was running high. It was like 2 to 3 days before the banner was over. No way I was gonna get enough to get her in time. Hu Tao, like, pause for Staff of Homa was not worth it all. Dragon's Bane could have done a fine job here, you know. In return, you know, If I was gonna go for weapon, it better be universal and pretty damn good. You know, for Arlecchino, it was future proof for Arlecchino because like it's such a good universal weapon. You know, you just get free stats just from HP, the amount of HP you have. And when I run double Hydra units, that gives Arlecchino like more attack. You know, it's just such a good weapon for. Plus, like with shields, you know, like Arlecchino can like take some damage to 50%, just stay that way with shield. Such a good weapon. Actually, a decent option of her. Even though I might not have to drip, you know, don't have her scythe or whatever, but it's fine. It's fine. It
More
actually made
people
it
are used
work,
to
you know,
desert life,
about the entire
but
time, you
still,
know. Sometimes I
I hope
use
that one day they'll
Candice
be able to
with
find an
Saphahoma.
oasis of their
Sometimes
own,
like I use
and
Zhongli
leave
with
sandstorms
Saphahoma.
behind for a better
It's such a good universal weapon.
Oh, Stream! Your rhythm is off again! At this rate, it doesn't even matter if the tavern reopens. The band's not even going to get any gigs!
I'm sorry.
Hello there. I hope we aren't interrupting your rehearsal.
Wait, these are the two frogs we saw on the road a little while ago.
Ah, the forest fairy is here! For the love of lotus leaves and dewdrop, Stream, you've really got to
Forest
put in
fairy.
some effort now.
But I...
Oh, don't pressure yourselves on my account. Are you rehearsing for a show?
Sure are. You see, our group regularly performs for guests at the tavern. We've been out of work for quite some time, with the closure and all, but after hearing of the fairy's arrival yesterday, we figured we needed to get in performance
It's
shape
just like-
right away.
Just a lesson learned. Just don't
understand
ever
how you
spend
feel.
money on
Back
Genesis
at the
crystals
Grand
at
Bazaar,
least.
Zubair
I think
Theater's
Welcome is
always
just
busy with rehearsals
enough
too.
because like
The Grand Bazaar.
I don't know
Do
why
people
people
just
spend
sing
money
on
on
lotus
battle
leaves as well?
passes besides just
They
getting.
do.
I think it'd be
And
fine
it's
if
a
you just spend a battle
really
pass
big
like
one.
once or twice just to
You're the
get good
conductor of
weapons
your group,
like
aren't you?
the
You
Blackcliff
remind me of Mr.
sword
Zubair.
or
Then he must be an
the Serpent
ambitious
Spine.
director, one who would do
The
anything
Serpent Spine
to
is
avoid
like
disappointing a single member of the
decent on
audience.
a lot of like Claymore characters,
It's
and Black
just-
Sword is a pretty damn good weapon overall in general.
Is there anything we can do to help you, Mr. Stream?
Oh, no. My problems are mine and mine alone. It's just... After the tavern closed, I somehow forgot how to sing. I'm always a few beats behind everyone else, and I keep singing out of key.
You were our trump card, our best singer by a mile.
I know, but...
So he is a victim of the fading disorder too?
Don't be sad, Mr. Stream. Whenever I've forgotten important dance steps in the past, my friends at the Grand Bazaar always stick by my side to encourage me. They smile and patiently tell me everything's going to be okay. Then they play the melody for me over and over until the steps
And
finally
okay,
come
so
back
another
to
thing I
me.
want to talk about is
Now it's our turn to
Constellation
help you.
for
We just
limited
need to
time
help you remember how to
characters.
sing, right? The Traveler's got a great
So
sense
Huta
of
was
rhythm.
my only
can help keep
character
you in
that I only have a
What
copy
you
of the
say,
Constellation
Stream?
for a
I
limited
think
time
it's
character.
A great idea. Just focus
And
on the lyrics.
it wasn't
The
any
fairy's friends will
damage
help you
like
stay on beat.
scalings that
Are you
makes me
sure?
like want to pull Huta. It's
This
just
is really
lately I don't
asking a
like
lot.
bunny hopping or
Don't worry about it,
jumping
Mr. Stream.
animation cancel with
It'll
Huta.
all
I just
be
don't like
worth
it at
it
all.
when the tavern reopens.
I want to
and
like
we
charge
finally have a
attack,
chance to
then
hear
sprint to
your
cancel the
marvelous singing
charge,
voice.
and then the charge attack
Alright,
just
then.
for a little bit, then I charge
Thank
again,
you so
charge again,
much,
charge
everyone.
again.
I'll give it my best
It just
shot.
feels a lot more natural that instead of just jumping. Help the forest dwellers. Beaver frog will perform a sequential, according to rhythm, directing the rightmost froggy to jump at the right moment. I don't view it as like an investment. I get a few battle passes and welcomes along my time playing. And now that I have every character I want, I'll never run out of promo again. Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I don't ever get copies of 5 stars as much as like Burna C2 or Nahida C2 is such a good constellation to have for support carries, for support characters, you know. I didn't go for them because I like getting multiple different characters. Even though like my Fontaine page looks pretty empty, and especially like some of the mirror stuff, you know, like go for characters that I want. And as much as I would like that new roulette, I just want Nila because I like to have variety, you know, like bloom comps and like Nila's pretty, you know. I've been wanting to get Nila for a while before new roulettes, so might get new roulette eventually. I don't know about the other characters, maybe Chidori. Wait, did I actually call her Chidori back then? I didn't mean to call her Chidori. Chiori. Nijuin? Yeah, I don't know if I'll get her in though. Baiju would be a good investment because besides Kirara, which Baiju is pretty good with Electro Aggravate carries, you just want Aggravate. Do I get to talk like? Oh yeah, Zhao. I have a story about Tartaglia and Xiao. So Tartaglia is the one that's most affected here with this kind of view I have. It's just I don't like Tartaglia's playstyle. Call me crazy, but I just don't like Tartaglia's playstyle. Plus, he uses a lot of like I call it. You just have to manage his skill to not use it too much. Like it was so complicated for me to use at time. Like his skill, like okay, Hydro application was just a tap, and then swap out the Kazuha, and then like you gotta set up like all this other stuff with Bennett and Shungling, and then you gotta apply like more like the tagging thing for Tartaglia's abilities in order to do bonus damage before ulting. He's more of like a setup character, more than a DPS character just for a burst attack. Whereas Noverlet's playstyle was fun for me. I really like his character, but I can't stand his playstyle. He's just like a charge unit. But for Tartaglia, for me, it's a lot more complicated to use. Plus, like, I haven't seen anyone use Tartaglia in other teams besides the same shape like Xiangling, Bennett, and Kazuha teams. Which, I didn't really like using that type of team in the first place because, like, oh, I used D a lot with that team back then for Monopyro. I don't want to use Tartaglia in that sense. Even though Tartaglia can be good in those teams, even I have decent artifacts for Tartaglia, I just didn't like using those teams. Yeah, I just don't like it. And with Tartaglia's playstyle already being like not for me, it just fall off for me for Tartaglia. I got him accidentally when I was on my 30 pity. So I got him like an early pity when I was trying to go for Layla Constellations. Yeah, that's the story. He was the only character that I never really liked his playstyle. As for Xiao, it was out of boredom. It was my fault, you know. My fault. It was out of boredom that I just wanted someone like that's new or but then I got Xiao after getting Xian Yun, which there was already a lot of plunged playstyles going on with Xian Yun, and then I got Xiao. And I don't even have C6 followers on. So as I could make like the Bennett Farazan, no, Bennett, Ferna, and Xian Yun. That was fine in Burgeon with Soma, but the rotation feels kind of scuffed after a while, unfortunately. Might also be a skill issue on my part. Yeah, probably. For me, I feel like that's what it is for me. You know? Like, me with Tartaglia is just basically not my playstyle, maybe the skill issue I have. For Xiao, I regret getting Xiao. I'd even level him up to 90. Because, like, his plunged playstyle was unique for a while before Shen Yun came out, and then I got him after Shen Yun. I didn't even like, yeah, I didn't like using Xiao anymore when I could just use Shen Yun with Dia. Child can be fine with Bird. Yeah, all right, we're at that. Because like, what teams I supposed to use with Xiao? You know, yeah, like I could use Shen Yun, I could use Farina. Then I could use like Bennett or Zhongli, but then that's pretty much the same as for any other hyper carry units, like you just have conversions or whatever. Like with Bennett, 6 Bennett, and anything. It just didn't feel all that different to me. I feel like Xiao was just feel like really outdated. Really, no. Really outdated for me when Shannon came out. That's how I feel about Xiao. Even though like, Evil conquered and it was fine for a while. It just I think I got Xiao super late in the game where he just doesn't feel unique anymore. That's how I feel. He just doesn't feel unique anymore. Yeah, and also Xiao is kind of limited. I want Xiao when he first came out, honestly. Similar to Nilu. Except Nilu hasn't aged. I think she's the only unit that has the good blooms. And the only unit that, like, is just the only bloom team that you ever need. There hasn't been any other unit that, like, does bloom reactions like Nilu. Which is why I wanted to get her. And I still uses her. I level her up, Xiao. I got him too late. His playstyle doesn't feel unique anymore. Yeah, that's how I feel about Xiao. Yeah. That's just my take on Xiao. Back. Sorry, guys. I choked on my water. I was talking too much. I was getting ready to say something else, but now I was drinking water and like, All right. Next up, I already talked about Eula. So is Eula. I really like her, right? But later on in the game, it becomes much more harder to use her because there just wasn't any good like supports for physical curse right now. So I got Mika, but Eula's attack speed is not the problem here. I guess there just wasn't enough like so many enemies having like physical resistance and like not enough units to like dread physical resistance. And Mika's like best like constellation slot behind C6 for Eula. Which make me not want to use Mika at all. Plus my Bennett is C6, which means I cannot use Eula with him anymore. So it becomes a lot tougher for my Eula to clear Abyss now. A whole lot tougher. And this Spiral Abyss does not do any good for Eula because there's just too many enemies to like hit like with burst, because that's Eula's best damage source is her burst, Sure, you can like out damage them with like having more cons or maybe having a best in slot weapon, but begin performance. What am I supposed to do here?
Oh, no good. Your rhythm is off again. Excellent. Perfectly in time.
Uh-oh. Oh no, I just realized what I was doing. Uh-oh. No! What the
Still.
heck, man? I wasn't paying attention.
Our rhythm was probably off. Let's give it a few more tries.
I was so caught up with my choking on water and then talking about Eula. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. Run it back. Any game is rhythm games. Imitate the dance rhythm. Oh no. Pesky little rats. I know they're not rats, they're supposed to be hamsters. And I failed the last one. You know, it's whatever. I got my
I
chest.
feel like I'm getting the hang of it again.
Goddesses above. This better stick when it comes to the
It was my
performance.
first limit 5-star
Just do
back
it
when I saw you could
exactly
get
like
every
how we
character during the
rehearsed.
patch
Thank you,
by
everyone.
just playing.
Thanks to you,
For free
my
to play
voice
is
is once
impossible.
again as clear as a flowing stream.
Now
Glad
with
to hear that
buying
you're feeling
Welkin
better, Mr. Stream.
every month, it
It's
is
also
possible
about
to
time
get
for us to go to our
every
next
limited time
destination.
characters as long as you never go for
We'll
her
be looking
for their
forward to your
5-star
performance at the
weapons.
tavern.
I had many
Traveler, hi,
like
Mon.
instances
We should
where
make our way to the next location.
it took me like so many tries. Okay, so here's my story with these weapons, alright? My weapons. Heck. Okay, that's what I did. Enough going for. I got lucky with getting Mistblade Reforged my first try. The only 3 instances. Okay, so this took me 3 times to get her weapon, DS weapon, but it took me like only 170 pulls to get it. Seventh Homa took me like, oh my god, it took me like 200 pulls. Or no, 220 pulls, I guess. It's about 240 pulls. Dude, man, I don't want to think about that anymore. Go from lightning took me like 140 pulls. It wasn't bad. You know, like with these weapons, I got lucky with it, but with several of them, I just also like I got forgotten. You can about like get almost every limit time characters. Like I say, like if you were playing from day 1 and buy Milk and Moon passes every single day, never ever going for the weapon banners, you can possibly cut off to the point where you're just only missing like maybe 3 characters or 4. Because compared to me, I missed out on a lot here. I could have gotten Ito, Tanari, Sino, Wander, Elf, Aizu, maybe Rias, but maybe I would just only be missing Lenny, Chiori, or not Chidori, no, Chiori, Sijuin. So, if anyone were to start off, like, you don't need their weapons for Spiral Abyss. I say getting characters is a lot more fun to play. I already complete this. Right? Oh, okay. I'm trying to complete more of this. What is it? I hope it's not another rhythm game. Llama?
Oh, my dear Citrus, please tell me you're joking. We can't have you out of commission with the tavern about to reopen.
I'm sorry, Grandpa Almond. It's the truth. I was just too excited for the reopening and must have fallen asleep in an awkward position.
Grandpa Almond, we're here to help.
Oh, hazelnuts on high. You could not have come at a better time. Please allow me to introduce you. This is the bartender of the Calligraphy Tavern, Miss Citrus.
She's so tall.
Miss Citrus
Llama.
is supposed to add all kinds of delicious fruits to the magic
You're a
tonic.
colorless
Her additions
rat.
are what turn it into the finest brew in the land. She's indispensable to the operation of the tavern.
I appreciate
Okay, that was
the
rude
kind
for me to
words,
say.
Grandpa
To
Almond,
call her
but
a rat instead of just a
my
hamster.
neck.
Are you alright?
Terrible timing. Getting a kink in my neck at a time like this? Could you give my tail a little twist? That should help free up the movement in my neck. I would do it myself, but I can't reach my own, and Grandpa Almond is too old and as light as a feather.
The neck and tail are connected?
Of course they're connected. Just like how you can't have a rainbow without rain. Anyway, you just need to position me at the right height to pick the fruits. And then put them in the barrel over there.
Okay. Twist the tail. Okay. How do I... Oh, there. Oh. Okay.
This doesn't seem quite right.
Okay. This is a little strange. Okay. No, let me collect it.
Perfect.
So there really is.
Thank you so much.
Wait, they don't despawn.
everyone.
I don't want much in here.
I can rest easy
They
now
don't
knowing
despawn.
that drinks at
I
the
hope not.
tavern will be just as wonderful as before.
That's another problem solved.
Traveler, Paimon, we should make our way to the next location.
What is this? What is... This is awesome. These feel natural jumps. They're not like the leeway jumps with the animal jumps are super high. It doesn't at all. Alright, what is this? Start challenge. Like the new orbs again. There we go. And that's it.
I could make
Alright, what else I could talk about here? So, for other characters, oh my god, just wait till we get Dia, man. You're gonna hear me rant about Dia for like the next 20 to 30 minutes or maybe an hour if I ever get to her in this stream. Okay, so, Ayaka? Not gonna lie, like, okay, wait. I didn't went for Ayaka on her when she was first released. I went for Yoimiya because, like, fire. Plus, like, she's more, like, expressive and outgoing than any other characters I've ever seen so far.
Oh?
So I liked her. I really like Yoimiya. Didn't get her weapon, but I think she's a pretty damn good unit when you're facing against, like, bosses and stuff. Raiden, of course I got her. And I got C6, like, Kujo Sara. They both pair really well with each other. I didn't get Kokomi until, like, a year ago. Because, like, I needed, like... I got her... Okay, don't blame me when, I didn't get her... Oh, people will say, oh, you're not a Kokomi main because you didn't get her in the first realm. Because, like, you should not have ever doubt her. Okay, why would I want Kokomi when she wasn't good on her release date? It was simple as that, you know? Back then, healers, like her, weren't that viable before Farna came out. And I only got her just because, like, oh, I could cook something up with her with Farna. Yoimiya best girl, still my favorite character in the game, especially after her second story quest. I still have not done her second story quest yet. I should probably get to that. What's Kokomi? Alright. I don't care what people tell me, like, if you're not a real Kokomi main if you don't get her before all this good stuff came out. Okay, Kokomi became good because of Denjo and Farina. She's like one of the top support units, and I got her because, like, convenient enough for me. You know, she had like 4 stars that I wanted, and I forgot what was her banner like at this date that I got her, but I got her because she was strong. All right. Back then, my Primogems were pretty, like, very scarce. And I wanted to save for, like, characters like Yaimiko. And I wanted to get Shenhe also. Okay, well, I didn't get Shenhe on the first when she first came out, but Yato I got him in the first rerun. Not first rerun, when he first came out. Because I needed more Hydra units. Then Yulon came out, I got more Hydra units. You know, like back then, like before Dendro came out, Kokomi wasn't seen as that great before my account. Back then, okay, this was been done before. Before the, I didn't really care about looks for characters. I just want them because they're just plain strong. I was that guy who was like, oh, I want strong units to clear this run. You know, I did back then, like, okay, I admit Yomiya was damn adorable, but that's because she has a niche where she can take down bosses very quickly, especially the aerial units. This okay, this was before I take literally like looks like characters and just completely forget about mana wise, alright? We'll get there soon. But yeah, I didn't pick up Kokomi because there wasn't Dendro back then and Furna wasn't there. But now that Dendro and Furna came out, he just exceeds like successfully, and like he is such a good unit. But still though, the community was damn crazy about Kokomi when on her first release, which I didn't like how the community reacted. Of course she wasn't great, but there's no reason to like, you know, I don't want to bring up that controversy, you know, like about what people did outside of Genshin to like revolt around because of her. You know, it's just, yeah, we'll not get there, right? We'll not get there, you know. We'll not. If people know it, then yeah, you know it, man. Sometimes, you know, people does crazy stuff. I'm not one of those crazy people. If I don't like the unit, okay, I just say nothing. I just skip ahead. Maybe they'll get powerful someday, you know, maybe they might not. It's fine. Oh boy, that would kind of age poorly for me. Not in the sense where it is something bad, but like I just got emotional about it. We'll get there soon enough. We'll get there soon enough, man. For now, I just want to complete this wherever this thing is.
Look, the forest fairy is here, and she brought her companions. Grandpa Almond was right. They do look promising.
Hello there, everyone. I heard you were working on the piping for the calligraphy tavern.
Calligraphy.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Oh, we wouldn't dream of troubling you with our petty problems, my lady. Don't you worry. We have it all under control.
You sure about that? Because from where Paimon's floating, the piping is looking pretty chaotic.
Yes. We have my careless friend to thank for that. He promised we could leave the pipe connecting to him, and, well, the results speak for themselves.
Hey, I just wanted to inspect each pipe. This is the network the magic tonic has to flow through. I was just trying to be thorough, so I disassembled the whole thing.
Yeah, and now you've forgotten how to put the thing back together.
I like
Have you
how
been eating
these
too many nuts
two
again? 'Cause you are what you
hamsters
eat.
like had different
Please
voices.
don't fight. I know everyone wants the tavern to reopen as soon as possible so that the forest can return to normal. So, why don't you let us help out?
Yeah, we're here anyway, so we might as well be helpful. We just need to reassemble these pipes, right?
Yeah, just reassemble them. They cannot be that hard.
Well, if you're offering... Basically, the pipes need to be connected properly to allow the magic tonic to flow through. If you put the wrong pipe in the wrong place, the tonic will get stuck halfway.
Attention to detail is key.
Says the guy who messed up the whole thing in the first place.
Okay. What do I do here? Pipes, basically. I feel like it's not right here. Oh, wait, I just need to time it. There we go.
Oh, amazing! You did it!
Now the tonic will flow into everyone's cups without getting stuck, right?
Move on to other
Oh,
topics.
gotta say though, Paimon is starting to get pretty curious about this magic tonic. Could she have a teeny tiny sip?
Stop being greedy,
Just a little taste,
Paimon.
please?
Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to this.
Well, if it's really just one sip, I guess that would be fine.
Just talking about like
Be careful. This
characters.
is one of the last
Right now, I
cups left
just
in
got in the
entire
middle of
forest.
Inazuma characters
We're
I
supposed to save it
collected.
for our
Already
research.
finished Leeway and Mondstadt.
Promise. Okay, here goes. We won't...
Oh,
What?
I don't know. What
was
do
that?
It's ink.
Oh, it's sticking to Paimon's tongue. Wait,
Yeah.
is this just regular ink?
Yeah, it's ink and paper.
Does that mean what the legend says is true? The goddess of fate used ink to compose her stories on paper, and the goddess of creation used her power to bring those tales to life.
No wonder the tavern is so important to the forest.
Maybe the fading disorder occurs when the ink within the body dries up. That would explain why the beings here are forgetting their own stories. Oh,
I'm not really sure I can really wrap my head around this conversation, but there's no need to get all worked up on our behalf, my lady. With the pipe installed, I'm sure the tavern will be up and running in no time.
What do you mean, can't wrap your head around it? The fairy is recounting the story of how the goddesses gave us life. In fact, I've seen the goddess of creation with my own eyes.
really?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way you're old enough to have met her. We're the same age, and I think I would know considering we went to tell our wishes to the goddess of fate together. So stop talking a load of paper mache.
Oh, fine. It was my grandfather, all right? He was the one that saw her. He said that one day.
Let's
after
rest in
we
my voice
finished
just a
working,
bit.
He saw the goddess of creation grant us life with his own eyes. In her hands, she held the very
Alright, get on to the
paper
next
used
topic.
to form our bodies. She whispered something into the pages, and then suddenly a paper frog was born, ready to leap into the world. Oh, it was spectacular.
Ugh, cut the theatrics, will you? You weren't even there.
Wait, so that's it? Paimon thought creation magic would have a little bit more.
I wonder when we'll get to meet
Pizzazz.
Navia
Oh,
and
so in your world, the creation of life is a
And-
much showier affair? Huh, I'm learning something new every day.
Kirara and Wanderer.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not
Wanderer
exactly
does
what
appear at
Paimon
some
was
point in here,
trying
but
to say.
Magic
where's the
doesn't
castles? Where are the
have to be
trains at?
spectacular.
Hope I
That's
get there
enough
soon
out of
enough.
you. All your boasting is confusing our kind fairy.
Oh, no, it's all right.
Where are the
I actually
dino
think
toys that I
we
could
understand
fight
the magic
where
of
Wanderer
this
was
world a bit
fighting, you
better
know?
now.
That's
Thank
shown in
you.
the trailer.
The honor was
Wonder
all
how much
ours.
prima gems I can get from this, like, this place
We've
alone.
got one final stop.
Maybe
Let's
like
go.
7k? I don't know, 8k gems? It'd be a lot. New area after all. Just wish they didn't like have to throw it away after the event is over. It's up here. Up here. What I do with these things, but it's okay. What do I do? What do I even do here? Turn to the Hut of the Blessing? Oh, okay.
Well, since we've taken care of most of the tasks, all we need to do now is reopen the tavern.
Yeah, let's reopen
We
it.
still don't know how to use the magic of this world. We don't even know why the tavern closed in the first place.
Oh, what about the method that one hamster mentioned? You should try it, Nilu.
You mean the creation magic his grandfather saw outside the Hut of Blessings? I wonder. How exactly did the goddess of creation give them life?
Maybe you don't need to understand it. Just give it a try. Everyone here calls you the Forest Fairy. Maybe you have the magic powers already and you just don't
I
know it.
wonder why they picked
In
Neela
other
as a
words,
forest fairy.
This
I mean,
forest
she
is a
already
stage.
looks like a princess
And all I need
basically
to do
already.
is step out into the spotlight?
I mean, I guess it makes the most sense.
Sounds just like a fairy
It
tale.
really does look like
Well, we
someone
are
from a
surrounded
fairy
by
tale.
talking origami animals and magic potions after all. Almost seems like anything's possible in this place.
You're right, Paimon. We won't know anything unless we try. In that case, let's see.
It takes up from the page of the book, and
This is how you do it, right?
you just made a
I
hamster
think I
from
got
the
the
paper.
folds right.
Damn, you got some good
Your
crafting
origami
skills.
are great.
Origami,
I
yeah.
once saw one of our prop people making something similar. It looked really cool, so I took some time during my break to learn the basics. It's not a bad way to stave off sleepiness either.
Well, how do you feel? Sense any, magical powers flowing through you?
No.
No? What are we missing?
You're supposed to say some magic words.
Magic words? But how am I supposed to know what the goddess said to bring them to life?
I'm very anxious to see what the lore community comes up with after the event is done, since the summer events have foreshadowed our conquest in the past. Wonder how, though. Wait, how? I don't know how, but whatever they say, you know, I guess is something, you know, just to keep us busy.
Oh,
I don't
we're
really
good.
follow, like,
You're the forest fairy,
details of
Nulu.
lore that
We
much,
are
just
essentially
follow
the new
YouTube
resident
videos
of the
that
ring.
I guess if they want to explain the lore that pops up in my recommendation. I like pay attention to the lore based on character quests and Archon quests. I just don't like trying to like put pieces together
I
because
bestow
a
upon
lot of
you
thinking
the
going on,
blessings of the
and
forest, and
if I
honor
was
your
gonna be a lore
holiness
maker
there.
video, then
Your name shall be
I would be terrible at it.
Harisara.
I
May
probably
you
would
bloom
get
in
sources
this
from the
world as
wrong places, or
beautifully as
like
the flower I
just go
love.
like, how do you call it, just put a stretch
My
because I
name
saw
is
this one thing I could predict
Harisara.
like Archon quests.
It actually worked!
Like I remember
Now, peel
someone
my
in Discord
shell and
pointed
call
out
me a
about
nut.
Capitano's like sigil
I never
was the
imagined
very
it would be
first
such a
enemy you encountered,
miracle
the
at
one
my
that
age.
separated like
It's
your
just
other
like what the
twin,
stories
has
said
that
about
exact
the
same
goddess of
symbol as
creation.
Capitano.
Shell?
There was a
Miracle?
screenshot that I
Nice
saw
to meet you,
in my
Parisara.
Discord server that
I'm
mentioned
Nilu,
about
the fairy of
that, I
this
think.
forest. From this day
The
forward,
sigil.
this place is now your home.
Hello, Fairy Nilu.
I hope you'll
That's something
grow
like
happily in
someone
this
picked up
forest.
on.
Grow up.
Oh, you can leave the little one with old Armand for now. Oh, this sure brings back memories. It's been such a long time since we last held a welcome
Whether or not I
ceremony.
just don't page into
Here,
lore videos
Harisara.
because
Come to
I don't know.
Grandpa
I don't know if they'd be stretching it. I don't
Well,
know
now
if
that
they got
Nilu
their
has
sources
mastered
right.
the goddess's
But that was
magic,
one of the
we
key
should
things
be
that
able to reopen the
caught
tavern,
my
right?
eye was the Capitano sigil
Grandpa
was
Almond, could you
one
send
to
a few
separate
people
that
to check the
your other
underground
twin.
space beneath the tavern?
Was that
Oh,
exact
of
same
course.
sigil
May I
they
ask
have?
why?
The moment I used magic, I sensed something strange down there. I have a feeling it's connected to why the tavern had to close down.
Of course, we'll look into it right away.
There's a center
Make
of
sure you
heavenly
listen to
principles
Grandpa
that
Almond,
separated
Parisara.
twins in the beginning.
Don't go running
A
off
lot of
on your own.
implications still with
Parisara.
Capitano and beyond.
Listen.
Yeah.
Running.
Hey, come back here, you! Wait!
Yep, that's Nilu's
A lot of
creation,
series
alright?
coming up right now.
Got so much energy.
I won't believe it
Hey,
until you know, like, they
Well,
made it official.
all I did
I
was
just don't
say
like
my
thinking
wishes
about
were
it
out
instead of just
loud.
thinking about, like,
Maybe the magic is in the
potentially
words
what it could be, you
themselves,
know? I just want to
like the
enjoy
book
my time at the
said.
game for what it is and
This
just
place is seeming more
play
like
another
a fairy
gacha
tale
game
by
like
the
Wuthering Waves
second.
ZZ or
I
Honkai
mean,
Star Rail.
Or
Play their
some
story.
call it the Forest of Blessings, so it kind of makes sense.
I really do that.
Well,
It's just an
anyway,
honest,
Paimon
like,
thinks this magic
thing that I
suits you
do. It's
perfectly,
just, I
Nilu.
don't pay attention or go dive deep into implication of lore. But it's good to see, like, that stuff happen occasionally. And, like, oh, that just made me think just for a minute or two. What
When I
could
brought
potentially
Paisar to
happen?
life just now,
Maybe
I was able
Capitano
to
has
sense
something
the
to
magic
do. Maybe the
coming from
Harbingers have
forest,
something to do with
the
it. Maybe
flowers and trees,
Harbingers
and
have those
inside the creatures
symbols.
that live here. But
I don't know
for
if,
some reason,
or maybe only a
there's
certain
a
amount of
hollowed-out space
Harbingers
beneath the
have that
tavern
symbol,
where I
or maybe
couldn't sense
Capitano is
anything
part of
at
something
all.
more than
We're back.
the
Renegade.
Harbingers. See, that's the implication that I say,
That was
but doesn't
fast.
mean I'm right.
You were right. There was something.
It's just
in that
ideas to
tavern
like
that
think
I'd never
about.
seen before. It looked transparent and gave off a clinking sound when I knocked on it.
Transparent and clinking. Oh, I've got it!
That's just something I just spew out, and that's not something that like anyone should just believe like immediately
got to
just because I
use
said
fairy tale
that, you
logic,
know. It's
Paimon.
just something to like think about, but it's not confirmed yet.
That's right. An empty ink bottle, to be exact. Still remember the taste of the magic tonic you took a sip of, Paimon?
Yeah, it was ink. Oh, Paimon gets it now.
Traveler, Paimon, will you come gather some ingredients with me? I learned what we need to make the magic tonic back in the Hut of Blessings.
Sure thing. What do we need to get?
A setting
Nilu, I
sun
think
that
you need
never
shoes,
sets,
man. Just running on,
a
walking
dragon
on
that
stone,
cannot fly,
probably not good for you.
and a moon that only shines at night.
Where are we supposed to find crazy things like that?
Like that
What?
that made me remember.
get
How
that
did
so fast?
Clara from Honkai Star Rail go through the like the harsh weathers in the snow without any shoes, man? Give her some shoes, please, man.
Logic.
Imagine
huh?
trying to run like in the snow
Well,
with
guess
nothing to
we're right.
protect you, man. Like that's just awful, man. Awful. Have you ever tried walking in snow with no shoes on? Like, god damn. Must have been very uncomfortable. At least she's dancing in water in her shoes. Oh my god, yeah, the socks, man. Oh wait, there's just her. Oh, I get to test our outfit. I don't think anything about her outfit is. No way you gave me the key. You gave me the key. Can I keep the key, please? No, why you give me the key, man? Okay, level 85. I wish I had this weapon, man. That would be my next choice of 5-star weapon. But oh my god, it's just a power Arcana weapon. How cool her weapon would be, man. But what weapon will the power Archon use? That's what I don't know yet. Maybe she's a Claymore? Maybe, oh, maybe she, nah, that's too, man. I don't think she would be a Claymore user. I think. Who knows? You gave a C3 Nilu? Hydro resistance and danger resistance decrease. I don't even have the right set for her. Just looking at least okay. For her whenever. Alright. Bloom. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nope, 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 nope.
With all my strength. I gotta keep my dip.
No, I gotta use Nilu. Hey, I just got that.
Should be everything, right?
No,
What
you're
should we
telling
do
me that's
now?
all I can use for Nilu? Like Psychic Goose or a little bit more?
Let's go back to the Hut of Blessings.
You know what reminds me? Of trial characters usage. DCZ does a better job with trial character usage than this game. Because in this game,
Just a second.
only
I'm
against
gonna
like
go fetch
5
an ink
enemies,
bottle
boom,
in
you're
the other
done.
room.
You don't even like get to maybe even use Nilu's burst, which would kind of sucks.
All the ingredients
I
are
didn't even get to
super
use Nilu's
tasty,
burst.
but
But
somehow the final
ZZZ,
product turns into
you literally
ink.
gone through a whole level
Well, anyway,
with those
Paimon's not
characters
doing anywhere
like
near
they
this
have
stuff
not
this time.
used
Not even
before.
if you bribe
They give
her.
you a chance to use those
Sorry to
characters
keep
in
you
the
waiting.
mission. And I think that was really well
Let's
done on
see.
their part.
According to the
But
book,
here, you don't get
first
to use
you
these
do
characters during the
this,
events.
then this, and then it's done.
Or like for certain game modes, I guess, you know. I think there was a game mode where you can use these characters. But not like during
Wow,
story.
Magic sure makes everything super convenient.
You get a chance to use her skin.
Yes,
Yeah, they even
this
get
is
the
it.
chance to use her
This is
burst.
exactly the magic tonic we need.
Grandpa Almond, could you take the concoction to the room underneath the tavern and place it next to the transparent bottle you found? I'll handle the rest.
Of course, as you command, so it shall be done.
I still get nervous at times like this. It's just like when you step on stage and you can tell that every single person's gaze is fixed right on you.
Right here with you.
Thanks, you two. I can't tell you how great it is to have you by my side. Almost makes me feel like I've been blessed by the goddess of fate, too. Let's go. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Let's see. Go to Clary Tavern. So I get to paint this stuff finally. Hope so.
Forest, please heed my words and accept my blessings. May your spring of wondrous magic never run dry. And may all who call you their home lead happy, fulfilling lives.
Clearly a Disney princess moment. Clearly a Disney princess moment right there.
Fairy Nilu is amazing.
Wow. It's so pretty. What a beautiful tavern.
Haven't.
It matches the scenery of the forest perfectly. I was so surprised when it suddenly opened up like that. Just like a pop-up book.
I remember now. I remember everything.
Oh, now you have color.
It was me. I was the one who went to the top of Constellation Metropole and witnessed the goddess's prophecy.
Is there any character mechanic in Genshin that most people don't know about or forgot that you enjoy using regularly? Like a hidden mechanic of sorts? The Dragon Strike? I don't use the Dragon Strike, but back before Xianyun came out, people was going all niche with like 20% more movement speed just to be able to do that with like play more characters. The Dragon Strike. I mentioned that a little bit in my Xianyun Dia guide, where there were people that use it, but then there's a lot of casuals that don't use it, or a lot of people don't know about it because it's not that practical.
If not you,
It's just not
then
that
who
practical
else?
to me.
You've already helped the
I guess
fairy
most people
revitalize
forgot
our
about the
forest.
Dragon Strike,
To us,
technique,
that makes you heroes.
like the hidden
Prophesized or
mechanic,
not.
yeah.
Alright.
That was
By the
one I
way,
can
we're
think of
going to
right
keep
now.
adventuring, even if it's just to figure out how we can get back to our world. Yep, that's exactly right. Helping people we meet on the road is kind of our thing.
As expected, the words of the goddess of prophecy always come true.
I'll come with you. It can't hurt to have a magical fairy tag along, right?
Be our honor.
Heroes and fairies,
Heroes and
dragons
fairies?
and new adventures. Huh. This is sounding more and more like a fairy tale by the second.
I would say your next stop should be Constellation Metropole. It's Simulanka's most prosperous city, just across the sea. Once you've arrived at the Astral Garden at the highest point in the city, maybe you can try seeking divine counsel from the goddess of prophecy herself.
Are you leaving, Fairy Nilu?
I'm afraid so. There are
Yeah,
still
Neil's
other people
needed
who need
elsewhere.
my help. I won't go far though, and I'll come back to visit the minute I have time to spare. So be a good girl, Putty Sara, and help out Grandpa Almond whenever you can, alright?
Mm-hmm. Got it. Patty Sara will wait here for you.
That's a good one. Love using
That's a
Zhongli
good
Hold
girl,
E to
Patty
drain
Sara.
Geo energy
I almost forgot.
from enemies and
If
delete their shields.
Constellation Metropole is where you're
Make
headed,
golems,
you'll need to take the
and your other
Maritime
artifacts
Express.
set domain super
I'll
easy.
head to the station first thing tomorrow morning and wake up that lazy station master for you. Why don't you take a break?
Zhongli is
for the
always
rest
so
of the day?
strong.
You should savor the beautiful scenery of the
He
forest.
also had like a niche with Animal Traveler,
Definitely feels tired
where
after being
you
on
can
the
stop
boat
the
for so
Animal
long.
Traveler to make it
There's a
similar to
spot
like
in the
Venti's
tavern with
ultimate,
Paimon's name on it.
where you can make it stop on the
Oh,
spot with
sounds like
Zhongli's
someone's
pillar.
ready to
That's
order.
another mechanic that
Oh, well, if you're
the hidden
offering.
mechanic, I
Take
guess.
a glass of beer fruit tonic.
That,
But
that's
hold
like
the
one of them, you know.
tonic.
Wait until morning the next day. Let's see what else I can talk about. I guess like, oh my god, are you? Oh man, this is gonna be a long one. We're already at the scenario. No, I'm gonna talk about this soon enough, but let me start off with Ale. She's a pretty okay unit. I used her a little bit in the beginning, but not as much as I hoped to. I had Candace. I didn't use her as much before, but now whenever like I feel like it, I just want to use her as a DPS unit. I did not get Tainari, even though I knew he was gonna be a standard baron, but I knew he was a character I wasn't gonna. So it's a good Dendro character. Just I don't like Ganyu's playstyle anymore since then, and so I didn't want to play Tainari's playstyle. I skipped Sino because still baffled by the fact that Animal MC's burst has different infusion priorities than 95% of Animal units in the game. I didn't know. Wait. Baffled by the fact that Andrew MC and burst had different infusion priorities than 95. I don't know what that means. I assume like different infusion priorities. I don't know what that is, like infusion priorities, but cool. I don't know how that works. I don't play Animal MC that much anymore. I just mainly play Dentro MC now. I hope Power MC will change that. Because like I have Venti and having another Dendro unit that's really good power or not power Dendro application is also good. That's why I like using Dendro MC. For Sino, I did not pull for Sino obviously. I just think like he's basically a better version of Razor. And plus like he's an on-field unit that requires so much like on-field time. He's cool now. Don't get me wrong. He is cool. And I have his signature weapon. I could easily get Sino and make him work with the artifacts I have right now. Let me show you how I make those artifacts. This would be a sign or set that Sino would kill for. This is my crit stuff, and I'm using an attack Skyward Atlas. So you need go skills with crit rate, I think. So these are artifacts Sino would kill for, alright? Boom, boom. Electro damage bonus, I could easily give Sino this one. So I'm not sure if he wants electro damage. I don't know. Then there's this, boom, like more EM, boom, boom. This is a set that Sino would kill for, I could easily get a Sino, and he has the best artifacts and best weapons that any other unit could have. I had 2 copies of Scar's Sand. As in, if there's multiple elements on enemies, and Venti's Burst, for example, gets infused, it prioritizes Pyro, Hydro, Electro, and Cryo. Anima and Seed Lynette are the only 2 exceptions. Did not know that. Oh, I think I got what you're saying. 8 to 12. Yeah, that's what Sino. I could easily get him and
Good
make him
morning.
work
Guess
with
everything
the
that happened yesterday
good
wasn't
weapons
just
and
a
artifacts I
dreamland.
have for him.
Well, it's time for our next fairy tale adventure. We should head to the station Grandpa Almond told us about.
Next character unit, I might get my thoughts about. Alright. I did not get Nilu until this day. You know, it took me like 2 years to get Lu. Because, like, I didn't want Nilu in the beginning, and then on our second rerun, I lost her to Chi-Chi. And then on my third rerun, I was like, okay, I'm going for her. I got another copy of Dia. Then I spend the rest of it on Nilu to get 1 copy. Pretty good. Nikita was the only Samara unit that I ever pulled for. 1 copy, no weapon, no constellations, that's it. If you want to know how much Primo Gems I had at the time before Dia came out, I had about 46,000 Primo Gems and like 25 Intertwined Fates with like 200 Star Glitter, stuff, that's like basically 40 more Intertwined Fates. Yeah. That was how much I was saving for Dia. That was the amount I saved for so long that, like, I thought I could, like, yeah. You can see from my last video where I was, like, so excited for Dia. I was saving for her for, like, 6 months. Since the leaks. I only spend it on Nikita because she's an Archon, and, Archons are strong and all. I was saving... Okay. I skip Wanderer. I skip Alhaitham. We're about to spend another hour or 30 minutes in this just because of her. Alright? Get there soon enough, man. I was saving that amount of Prima Gems just for her. Get there soon enough, and just let me get there. I can get this floating thing. So I'm about to tell a story about, oh shit. Okay. I'm about to say something about Dia, so buckle in. Oh, no! I was about to die. Where was I even trying to go? I guess I have to go down here anyway. As his, there's, music is playing, marching band or whatever. I'll tell us, wait. Our gifts. Okay. I'm about to lay in the Dia story, alright? Right now. About to something special. Anyone that's watching this, or anyone I suggest to watch this part, I won't say it again, like I won't bring up a clip or whatever. But here's my story about Dia, alright? I saved that much, as I said before, 46,000 plus like 50 intertwined fates, including with a star glitter that I have stored in the back. I was saving for her for a long time. I was planning to get as many constellations as I can, and her weapon. And then the news hit, like leakers and like he's speculating like, you know, gonna be a bad character or whatever, you know. I got her on her very first release date, you know. I got one copy of her. I didn't lose to 50/50, thankfully. And I lost 2 times for her weapon before I got her weapon. After the news hit me so hard, YouTube videos everywhere, tweets everywhere, you know, like Reddit posts or whatever, you know. I stopped at C0. I stopped at C0 because I immediately just get one copy and weapon. I was thinking of, oh, should I get more copies of her? I'm glad that I think about it because I'm at C4 Dia without ever getting more copies of her. That's great. That's great. So another story words is that he burned me out. Hoyoverse burned me out of this character. And I have no one to blame for it but myself for hyping up for so much for a character that I really wanted since 6 months ago, since the Samara leaks. Ever since the Samara leaks, you know, 6 months before she was released, you know, I really don't have anyone to blame but myself to just be this disappointed in like in a character that just felt so underwhelming in release date, even more so than Okami. Because there was actually no hope for Dia to come back. Because Kokumi was carried by the fact that Dendro and Hyper Bloom feature Dendro and Verona came out. There was literally I thought there was just nothing else for Dia to do, you know. Back then, like before I took her very serious okay. Back then before I made her guy, you know, 1 year ago when I like, you know, when the guide I made her, you know, I was upset, you know. I played the game less. Yeah, very much less. I took a break from that and I shifted to like making Star Rail content for a little bit. And I just stopped making videos for a while and then later on when Fontaine came out, I was anticipating for Arena and I wanted to get her, you know. And then something hit me, you know, when Ferna came out. Actually, hold on. Before I get to the front Fontaine, I did got one copy of the one verse of Dia, like on the standard banner when after her banner was gone after the Dia's banner. And what? That kept me motivated to keep playing, just slightly for a bit. But then like I just ultimately like gave up for a while before Fontaine came out. I got really back into Fontaine again. And Ferna was like very exciting for me, you know, like he buffs everyone based on healing, you know, and he helped Dia out pretty nicely. And that was when like I don't know what hit me, but after getting more of a constellation during the Fontaine updates, what was it? Made a guide for her. That's how the guy was made. You know, like I knew like going into it, like it was a huge risk on my part because who wanted a new Dia guy nowadays, you know? I didn't think about how much the views was gonna get, you know. Honestly, anyone that's watching this, like, believe me, I was very much in doubt of how well that video would go. Very much in doubt. You know, like, I wasn't expecting anything from that video because who would want a guide from Dia for Dia nowadays, you know? I didn't know how well the video would do, you know, but I thought since Fontaine came out and nobody had made an updated guide for her, like a proper updated video for her, like, who else is gonna do it? That's why I did it, you know? And I want other people to make more guides for her. At least for the Fontaine update. But no one was there to do it. You know, and like seeing people like getting upset with lost losing 50/50 to Dia is understandable, whatever. Maybe because like people literally do not find any good in her because of first impressions wise. Or at least like find a niche. Or even knew that she was this good after Fontaine came out. Now, it's not saying like she's on par with like any of the best support units in the game. I'm just saying like she has a niche now, a proper niche, you know, that she can use. Even though other units can do stuff better than her, she has a niche, and that's very important for characters like her. It was a huge risk for me making it was a good decision. Maybe more people will get around to her and make guides either now or when we get synergetic units in Natlan. That's true. That's true. Thank you for hearing me out, you know. It was a huge risk for me to like make a guide video for her. Me, I had an account at AR53, now 59, that I gave to sister, but now I went back to the game for Africa, and our account was a new account, and I got Dia. Nice. Nice. Yeah, just want to let everyone know. You guys were really helpful. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know, honestly, you know, just going into making guides, I didn't know how well I would do. I remember in one of my Furina videos early then, I'm not like an entertaining person. I wasn't a person that made good guides because I never made a proper guide before. Literally, during my winter break, you know, when I was off from school, university, I spent my entire winter break making that Dia guide. I had nothing going in my way. Nothing going my way. It was the opportunity for me to make a guide video for her before I had to go back for spring semester. And bam, 1 month later, that's how that one Dia video, the 37-minute one, came out. You know, I'm glad that it reached out to so many people to see like potential in her now again. I still make like additional guide videos for Dia that I haven't mentioned in my original guide video for Dia, like the plunging one, the Candice one, and the mixed virgin DPS build that you can do. I'm still thinking of more ways to play Dia. I was thinking of going into more about Overload, but one other person already made a good enough video for Dia. I don't feel like I need to touch on Overload since one other person did it. So I was thinking of like maybe I should take things from a different approach now, or I should wait, or so here's the thing, like Emily. So as you can see, like I don't have enough primos for Emily because I wanted Nilu for a long time, and I like Kirara. Even though Nilu and Kirara doesn't do anything for Dia because Kirara's shield is not gonna go well with Dia's weapon, and Nilu only excels in only Dendro and Hydro teams for blooms. I understand that. I don't think like burning Dia will change something that's significant with Emily, because I think Nahida is good for burning in general. Because okay, here's the thing: team comps for Dia. Let's go for like overload burning. Like Kuki, Nahida, and Kazuha, they work well. They work really well with each other. I don't know how good Emily would be with Dia. She's not a buffer. She's just a DPS that becomes a better DPS with burning, but she doesn't buff other units, I think. Not from what I've seen, you know. That's why I didn't plan to get Emily. I know there was someone out there who was saying, "Oh, nice, you're preparing for Emily since I got the burning artifacts," you know. I just didn't see a purpose for me to get Emily. Plus, I just wanted Nilu for a long time. Plus, with the Nilu, I got another Dia constellation, which is great. I was thinking of making a video about, is my Dia relevant anymore? Because, like, I know there are people out there that still has, like, doesn't even have Dia, or no, like, let me say this. People that only has C0 Dia, and C1, perhaps. Or people that doesn't even have any or doesn't even have a copy of Dia, and they watch my Dia guide videos, like waiting, oh, one day I'll get Dia someday. Then I'll look back at this guide And yeah. I'm just worried that my idea is not relevant anymore, too. Not relevant, like, not relatable anymore. That was my major concern going forward when I had C4.
Get up, Sedule. Time to get to work, you
C
lazy
C2 was
bones.
stretching it, but I think it was reasonable.
Oh,
C3 changes basically nothing, just
remember half
have
an
damage
hour
calculations
train.
by a tiny
Just
bit.
only sleep a little
But C4
longer.
was kind of a big
I'm
deal.
sure
Kind
I'll
of.
remember.
Don't try to pull one over
And
on
once
me,
I get
young man.
C6,
Your fading disorder.
it literally
then
becomes
cured.
like
I saw you
night and
chugging
day,
cup
sort
after
of.
cup of magic tonic in the tavern last night.
And how can I blame anyone, you know? Okay,
You
so here's
must be
my take, alright?
mistaken, Grandpa,
I don't go for
that guy
copies of
definitely
units
wasn't me.
because I think
Oh, you
one
remember
unit,
my
like one
name
copy
now, do you?
of a unit
And
is
it
enough,
seems
you
like
know?
you're all
Besides
better.
4 stars, they're
You
not
had no idea who I
controllable,
was when you were
like
fading.
when you want to
Now,
get them or
enough
not.
of your nonsense.
Emily
Get
could be
up.
interesting.
The
I'm gonna
fairy and
get
her
her and
friends are
give
going to
her
be here any
with Dia a
second.
shot. He doesn't
All right,
exactly buff
I'm up.
Dia, but Elmas
I'm
often
up.
play out
Very
differently with
tired
new units,
expression.
so I'm
Be
optimistic.
here soon.
Yeah, go ahead. You know, if you want to test out
That's more
Emily
like
with
it.
Dia, then go
Right,
for it.
lie there any
You
longer
can let
and
me
you'll
know
start gathering
the
dust.
Discord of
Is
you
everything
can let me know the
okay?
Discord how it
The
went.
hero, her
But
pixie companion,
I made a decision to
and
get
the
Nilu.
forest fairy.
I don't
Know
think
you were already here. Oh,
I
merciful
don't think I'm gonna
magnificence.
try to get
I'm sorry
Emily
you had to
because
see
I'm
that.
broken. I want to save for
It's
Madeline.
alright.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot more video potential with Dia for Madeline.
Thing in the morning.
So that's
Does the
why I'm
Moonshine
saving my
Express
Prima
run out of
Gems.
Constellation
Especially for
Metropole?
the Pyro Archon, you know. I'm
Yes,
pretty
each
sure
train
there's
needs
going
a
to be
conductor
someone who's
to
going to
operate,
buff,
and the
gonna be a buffer, you
conductors
know.
are always from
Like
the
a Bennett, you
capital.
know, but
The more
no
difficult
circle impact.
maneuvers are a little too complicated when you're made of paper.
Oh, so you mean the people of Constellation Metropole aren't origami animals like you?
Well, the city welcomes visitors from all over the world, so you're bound to run into some forest dwellers there. But yes, generally speaking, the residents of Constellation Metropole look quite different from us. Ah, you'll see for yourself soon enough. Here comes the train.
Oh, it's a train.
Pleasure to meet you,
Train is
everyone.
late.
My name is Will, and I'll be the conductor
Well,
for your journey
Theorycraft
today.
about
I'm
C0
assuming you're
is
the
still
ones who called
relevant,
the train.
even if yours is C4.
Oh, it's a
So
little
is when Constellation Sector.
Yes, we call the
Selector.
train. The hero and the forest fairy need a ride to Constellation
Correct
Metropole.
theory, since we get 2
The
confirmed
hero
cryo units in
and the
Madeline,
forest fairy. The ones from the
maybe one of them
prophecy.
will enable a proper
Why didn't
melt
you say
Dia.
so earlier?
One
We
can
could have
hope.
prepared a far more luxurious
Yeah,
train.
although
I'll
like
just go
melt
back and get a
is
better
generally
one.
not
That's
as
okay,
rare right
Mr.
now
Wheel.
because there's not a lot
We're
of
trying
like
to get to
good
the city as fast as
off-field
possible.
melt
We
teams
just need you
because
to get us
Rosaria is
across the
circle
sea.
impact.
In your capable hands,
Layla's
I'm sure
cryo
we'll get there
application
in
is
no time.
slow. A bit too
Of
slow.
course, my
I
lady.
guess you could do
It
Gani
would
with
be an
Kazuha,
honor.
but
Well then, all aboard.
I don't
Sit
know.
anywhere you like. We'll get a stunning view
I
of
don't know.
Simulanka no matter where you're seated.
Oh, breakfast.
Who?
Did
Who's
one of
in
you
there?
just say something?
Wasn't me either.
Emily? No way.
Breakfast.
It's Emily, right?
Oh, come back. Sounds like the voice is coming from inside the
It
train.
wouldn't be Layla. No, Kirara? I didn't know Kirara talks like that.
Chicken drumsticks.
Drumsticks.
Oh, gotcha. Oh.
What's Kirara doing here?
Oh my god, Kirara. Let me take a screenshot. Boom. Screenshot that. Eating her own tail, apparently.
Is she a friend of yours?
Oh, let Paimon introduce you. This is Kirara. She's...
Can get worse.
wait, actually, maybe we should
Anyway,
wake her
unit
up
will
first.
make better someday. Yeah, I hope so. I just want more. I feel like cryo units are like, this is very underrated right now. Besides Ryo Sicily, because like, of course, Ryo Sicily is a new there, but I just don't see other cryo units being used that often. I just feel like it's underrated as hell right now. I don't know if Nyland's gonna fix that. You said that there's 2 confirmed cryo units, okay? And then like, what's the other place? There's gonna be a nation for cryo, I guess. That maybe will fix some of that.
So noisy. Is it morning already?
Good meowing. Wait, meow. Wait, what?
Morning. Huh? Huh? Traveler! Paimon! It's you?
Yeah.
Which means... Oh, thank goodness. It was all a dream after all. Oh, gotta hand it to my imagination. It all felt super real. There were these toy people, but they were alive and they could talk.
Ah.
Madam, sleeping overnight in the train car is prohibited.
Yep.
It wasn't just a dream?
Wasn't a dream.
It's alright, Kirara. Apparently we're in a world called Simulanka. We got here yesterday too.
Simulanka? So, that's what it's called. I spent all day yesterday wandering around this one city.
Yeah, if I had to
The toy
guess,
people
when
called
we
it
get the cryo Archon,
Constellation
it'll definitely
Metropole.
revitalize
I
the
was
element.
trying to find a way to
That's
get back
still
home.
more than a year off. That's
I
true.
was seriously starting to think I
Oh, I
had gotten
forgot
on the
like
bad
how
side of
long
some
it takes
great
for
yokai
new
and
nations to
gotten
make way.
solid hole.
Always every year.
Huh. I take it you're Inazuman then, Miss Kirara?
She sure is. But,
Because Ayaka doesn't feel great right now. I got Ayaka later on because I wanted her because she's pretty.
She works as a courier.
God damn, she's really hard to use now.
Huh. Nice to meet you. I'm Nilu, a member of Zubair Theater. You can usually find us
It's not
performing
the
in
matter of
Sumeru
fact
City's
like
Grand Bazaar.
because
Right now, though, I suppose I should
there's enough
introduce
energy
myself
recharge
as the
Shinha,
Barrier of the
Kazuha,
Forest
and the
of Blessings.
freezing it with
Oh,
Hydro.
you're Nilu.
Fine,
I've
know,
heard a
but
lot about you from my deliveries
he's a
in Sumeru.
very
I
versatile-aligned
even saw one of
unit.
your performances back in the
That's
day.
the thing.
You're an amazing
He's a very
dancer.
versatile-aligned
But,
unit.
did you say you
That
were
requires like enemies standing
forest
still to make way, and
Oh,
bosses
yeah,
don't
that's
stand
her
still.
New identity here in Simulanka.
It was pretty tough
oh,
to use.
Speaking of new identities, looks like you got a new outfit yourself,
5
Kirara.
mobility.
Yeah, I know.
Enemies
Confused
can
the
get kind of
heck out me
annoying.
yesterday. I just woke up in a set of brand new clothes I'd never seen before.
That must mean you have a big part to play here too.
Nekomata in boots.
Is that a thing? I guess I am wearing a pair of boots, but still. Did you by any chance hear a voice speaking to you before you got here, Miss Kirara? A voice. Oh, yeah, I did hear something. But I was so freaked out my tails got all tangled. So I, didn't catch much of what was said.
Sorry for the interruption. But this Nekomata friend of yours, she doesn't eat hamsters, does she?
Or frogs?
What?
Oh, no need to worry, little guys. I would never do something like that. Well, unless I'd been out in the wild too long without anything to eat. Oh, speaking of eating, I am getting a little hungry.
Yep.
Where are your manners, everyone? This young lady is a trusted friend of our esteemed hero.
I mean, almond sounds like a
I
tasty
know
snack right
the
now.
fear of felines is etched into us with ink, but I'm certain Miss Nekomata in boots here means us no harm.
Sure looks like you're keeping your distance, though, Grandpa Almond.
You will have nothing to fear, I promise. I met some origami animals in Constellation Metropole yesterday, and I even made sure to retract my claws so I didn't hurt them by accident. Plus, you all look just about as tasty as the cardboard boxes I deliver. Not that I tried to eat you even if you did look tasty. Promise.
Please excuse us, Mom. It's just an unconscious reaction.
Dear passengers, it's almost time for us to depart.
Oh, yeah, that. Whoops. This turned into a pretty long conversation, didn't it? Alright, let's get on the train! You coming with us, Kirara?
Mm-hmm. I'll ride with you to the next stop. There's a place near the Metro Bowl that caught my eye yesterday, so I want to go explore it today.
Then all that remains for me to say is, on behalf of the Forest of Blessings, thank you once again for all you've done for us. May the Goddess of Fate be with you and bless your journey, Madam Fairy, Miss Nekomata in boots, and our brave heroes. Please do visit us in the Forest of Blessings again.
Nice
once
Peter
peace
return
has
to this
returned
land.
to this land.
We will. We'll
Got it.
definitely meet
On the
again.
head to the castle.
Take care, Grandpa Almond.
Alright, page 2. The once walked in starry skies. Alright, what's the next topic to talk about now? Now that we gone over the my story about making a guy, you know, hopefully you guys appreciate the story I tell about how I made the coming of this guy and making, you know, it was a big leap in my direction, you know, and because of that big leap, it led me to snowball to getting into 1,000 subscribers, and I would have never met you all if it wasn't for that video. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I skipped Baizu, I skipped Baizu because I just think I need, but I think I'm at a point right now where he would be a solid addition to my account, you know. Even though his shields might not be that great, it's great for taking like 2 hits and then the pops. I guess he's just okay, you know. And then we hit the Fontaine. This is where I actually start to get picking up units now. I didn't get Lenny for Leto right Sicily, but I did get Farina and Navia. I think Navia could use another. I think she's a good Geo character. Farina being a solid buffer. Cheverez. He's only got 1 copy of Cheverez. I would have liked to get more constellation for her, but it's fine. Gaming. Gaming, I got really lucky getting all 6 constellations.
My people
I would
are
like to
used
try him someday. I think he just have like a lot of like good artifacts I can use on him. Especially with C6, that gives him more crit rate and crit damage. And attack rate is increased. Pretty damn insane for Gaming. I should definitely try to use him someday. Shen Yun, definitely a game changer. A game changer that makes any unit. Chiori, I could not say for Chiori. I would have had enough for both Arlecchino and Chiori, but I wanted 1 copy of Mona because she arrived so damn late. I do not know if I'm ever gonna get her. So on the Chronicle Wish banner, I lost a 50-50 to Mona. I lost a 50-50 from Mona to Jean, which got me to C3. If I get C4, then maybe I can use Shao again. But I lost a 50-50 to a standard bandit character when I trying to get Mona. So it took me like my second, you know, like second soft pity, you know, just to get her. It was insane, but like I made her work with like I was testing her a lot with Dia. I think there's like still a lot of good potential, you know. Like I could use Farna, Mona with Prototype Amber and Bennett, and that sort of thing. I think that's pretty good. It feels pretty nice. I'm glad I got Mona because she was one of my most wanted characters I wanted for a while. She never came home naturally through losing 50-50s or even standard banners. And to this day, I still not have lost a 50-50 to her or got from a standard banner yet. And this is my only copy. So, if I hadn't gotten Mona, then I would have had to wait so much longer. So much more longer, you know? Like, I got C4 Chi-Chi, I got C2 D-Look, I think. I got C3 Jean. Mona feels pretty solid for Dia for sure. 2 unique playstyles meshing together. Yeah, definitely. I didn't want to go for C1 Mona because I think And I just feels. I mean, what if I lose a 50-50 to or something, you know? Because if I if I look at Mona right now, play Mona. Like yeah, vaporize would be increased, and then 20% chance reload by a charge attack. I don't like C2 Mona. What because so if I lose the 50-50 to Mona someday, then hey, it's basically an upgrade. You know, it's not that big of a loss, you know. Omen, their crit rate increased by 15%. Not that great, honestly. Yeah. None of our constellation feels that significant. Maximum damage can be achieved in this manner. Only gain 60% of increased damage to the next charge attack. Does this even buff her ultimate, really? Starlight Phantasm. Yeah, these three would have been great here. I think, you know. But C1 is definitely the one that's really good here. So if I ever lose the 50-50 to Mona, whenever that might happen, then the C1 is basically the only good constellation that would be good for me. If I don't play main DPS Mona, just play support, you know. I use like ton of niche Mona builds like was it the Maiden set with Prototype Amber with Farina. It was very niche for sure, but I just want to like make use of two buffs, you know. Hey. Wait, can I go? Go. Oh, I got heat and head off, so I'll catch you another time. Have fun with the train ride and keep up with some good work, you know.
Ride over the sea?
Thank you, Nemesis. Thank you for enjoying the stream while you can.
Please keep your head and arms
But
inside
yeah,
the train at all times.
I'll keep streaming for just a little bit
You don't want anyone
longer.
falling into
I'm
the
not sure if
sea.
I'm gonna finish this whole thing. Maybe I might do it my own time after like
There's a train
stream's
coming
over.
the
But
other
yeah,
way, too.
celebration time, you know. Still got a lot more to work on, you
Now
know.
that the
Make more
fading disorder is
videos.
cured, I'm sure
Maybe
the forest
potential
will be a
for
lively
others,
place
you
again
know,
in no time.
like ZZZ, Wuthering Waves, or real. Just a
I
maybe.
gotta go explore that forest at
There's
some
a lot of
point.
potential
It
going
looks so
things,
pretty
a lot of
from the
potential things to
train.
go on.
I just hope
Yeah,
they
thanks for watching.
won't be too scared of me.
Thanks for tuning in.
We'll be arriving at our destination shortly. Please prepare to disembark. Here we are. Constellation Metropole is right over there. It's a short walk from here to the Gear Sky Ladder, which will take you right to Metropole Square. And thank you again for choosing Maritime Express.
Great.
What's wrong with that
Thanks to
accent,
you
man?
for a smooth and pleasant journey, Mr.
The
Wu.
accent.
The train cars were comfortable and spacious, and I had a great night's sleep. I'll definitely be back.
As you wish, ma'am.
Where should we go next? Is that place you wanted to check out nearby?
Mm-hmm. I took a walk around yesterday, and it felt like there was something weird about it. So, I think I'll indulge my curiosity and go investigate. Want us to come with you? It's okay. You guys go ahead and visit the Metropole for now. Hopefully, that's where you'll be able to find out some more about this world. I pretty much explored the whole place from the rooftops yesterday, but for some reason, this is the place that caught my attention. You know what I mean, right? Like,
I
when you
want
get a
that Kiara
stone stuck in your
outfit. I'm
claw
so
or
glad it's
something,
free.
It's nagging at you to dig it out, but you can't focus
It was
on
such a
anything
convenient
else
timing
until you
too
do.
because I wanted
Don't
Kiara
worry,
for a long
if you run into
time.
any trouble,
This
I'll
one of
be
those
there
characters
faster than
that
you can say, "Gold
I just
level
want to build a
courier of the
niche
Commoner
build for her.
Express."
Okay,
To
fair enough. We'll
Layla,
head to the
similar
Metropole
to
then. Guess this is where we say bye for
Candace. They say
Mhm.
Kirara.
Don't worry about me. Let's not forget, I'm a yokai. Hey, are you guys already finished with everything in the Metropole? No need to prioritize me. There's just this place I really want to go check out. Feel free to get back to me once you've got everything sorted out. Great! Then let's go!
Getting sidetracked a bit here.
I've delivered packages all over, but I've never seen a mysterious fairy tale world like this before. Looks like nobody has gotten around to repairing this house yet. Ugh, even I wouldn't dare to sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you. Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask?
Yeah.
Aha! Over there! I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look.
I wonder if there's like, what is it, the hangout event for Kirara? Where's the hangout event for Candace though? I really want a hangout event with Candace.
I was sure there'd be people here.
There once was a goddess who ruled over fate. Before she died, she left 3 riddles for the kingdom she had created.
What? Who said that?
Long story short, on this day, a sentient feline, an outlander, and a diminutive pixie arrived on the scene. They saw a narrow path off to the side.
Okay, but which side?
Yeah, if you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Komania Express courier, they'd give you the parcel right back and tell you to write the delivery address more clearly.
Despite how obvious the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the flummoxed feline struggled to work it out. Although, perhaps a small part of the blame could be attributed to my dull narration. Alright, let's try this again. The path on the left-hand side seemed to give off an enticing fragrance, as if to say, this is the way to wealth and glory.
Ooh, that sounds like the start of a good story. Then what? Then what?
Alright, explore. That's it.
At the end of the path, the motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold of a Marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the Future Marquis's Abode to Be. You like it? The Future Marquis's Abode to Be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That was a little bit boastful.
But before you continue, I must warn you of the danger that lies ahead. For example, under no circumstances should you sit on the chair in the center. Otherwise, the consequences could be a bit embarrassing.
Where is it? Down here? Oh. That was weird how I just pushed you into the ground. Wow.
So many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a hero hither strides.
This realm knows not what lies beyond its walls. Its secrets mystify the world outside.
Wait, new voices. Who are they?
Where are the voices coming? Read. Read.
As golden sunlight fills the firmament, the tabletop engrosses your attent. Perchance peruse these pages thence. They surely represent no ill intent.
Okay. In name of the elders of the 3 tribes, we hereby form this pact.
Why isn't she reading the files on the desk? Hey, Bobarano, maybe quit showing off and try using words she'll actually understand.
I can either rhyme like a bard,
Let
or
me
I can
read,
verse like a
game.
sailor. And right now, Cape, you are seriously tempting me towards the latter.
We hereby form this pact from this day forth. Our people shall harm.
Cape, forgive me
Okay,
for breaking the
you'll forget it.
for a second, but I want to hear your
Captivated by the epic poetry and enthralled by the outstanding storytelling, the Outlanders knew what their next objective.
What I just did.
Stop the poem. We have a situation. Something's up with this person.
Traveler? Are you alright?
There's glue.
Come on, you can do it! This can't be how our story ends!
Try to stand up. The issue isn't that you can't break free, it's more that you don't want to tear your clothes in the process. They mean a lot to you.
Can I give you a hand or a tail, even?
Keep trying to stand up. Not only for yourself, stand up close and tact.
Namely, to remove the clockwork key from the raised platform up ahead.
That was weird.
Cafe, I just realized you said we all had to speak like bards, but every time you open up your mouth, I don't hear any rhymes.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's one standard for us and another for you. That's not fair, Cafe.
Strong as stone, firm as steel, the Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
This has happened many times before, but this time is different. A thought enters the Outlander's mind.
Okay.
Now over! Only one final step remains.
Now it is the time to seize the key.
Okay, well,
Yes! Finally! Come on,
guess I
move
overdid
your
it.
butts and your legs, assuming they're still in working order. It's showtime!
No hard feelings about your lack of poetic contributions?
Oh, let it go!
Ah! Welcome, esteemed and noble Outlander. Allow us to introduce ourselves.
We represent the 3 great clans of this realm, having been selected as its authorized historical supervisors.
Our purpose being to await the arrival of one such as yourselves who shall remove the clockwork key.
My name is...
You're Cape, he's Albizzi, and that's Bobarano, right? You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices.
Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who led us here to begin with?
Who?
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship, destined to uncover the truth of the past. Allow me to quote, if I may, in the history of Constellation Metropole, a new page has begun.
He's begun.
Him.
Him.
There's no fourth person, so which of you is the ventriloquist? Come on, out with it.
We've never heard that voice before, but he sounds like he'd be good at reading bedtime stories to children.
Well, whoever it is, I don't know and I don't care. Forget about him.
Don't know, don't
Far
care.
more important things to focus on.
This guy's more sassy.
Where our journey goes from here.
That key you hold is the pivot point about which the past and present of the Metropole revolve. However, between our 3 clans, there is some dispute over the historical record.
Each clan has its own version of history, detailing the clan's origins and the tale of the dragon of old. And unfortunately, we don't know which one is the truth.
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up recently?
Oh, no, not that one, you adorable little pixie. When I say dragon of old...
He means a dragon that would be really, really old if it was still with us today, but it was defeated in ancient times. The new one has nothing to do with our clan history.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Anyway, so you've been waiting for someone to remove the key so you can finally explore the truth of the past?
Not just explore it, but argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't care that much. Cape's the one who's always bothering us about it.
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon crisis.
I had no
We
idea
have
what's
to know
going
that
on,
before
but
we can decide
this guy looked
which
funny
is the
being a
supreme
puppet.
clan.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the honorary Marquis. We humbly beseech you, noble Outlander. Noble Traveler Marquis, we ask you to help us. You and your talking Puss in Boots and the pale floating pixie.
Pale,
Puss in
pale
Boots?
floating
Are you
pixie.
serious?
Puss in Boots?
It's better than demon feline, but still.
Alright.
Embrace it, my friend, embrace it. Most cats don't wear boots or speak, do they?
I'm not even a cat, I'm a Nekomata. Now that you know the word, I expect you to use it.
Please allow me to lead you all to a sacred memorial site. It will be much easier to explain what needs to be done once we are there.
Oh man, it's 3 hours into the stream. I don't really stream for this much all that often, but I think I'll go for an hour more maybe.
This place is sacred to my clan. It's where our brave forefathers once took up arms against the dragon of old. After a bitter battle that dragged on for many days and nights, finally, our forefathers fought the dragon into submission, and it fled. They took turns, though. Some forefathers worked the day shift, while others worked the night shift.
So they work shift while the poor dragon had to work around the clock.
So they say. It's just a
Oh
legend.
wait, wasn't there like
second?
a footprint that's related to
Admit that
Nadlin
your clan's
in
history
here?
is just a legend?
I saw some point
History,
someone
legend.
know
My
like
clan was
I
definitely
think someone
courageous,
did
that's
in
the
the
point.
Discord one
That's the
time.
truth. And isn't the
Although I
truth
don't know.
what we've all been arguing about
I don't know.
non-stop for all these years?
I saw there was like
gave the
a
traveler
giant
food
footprint
for
that
thought.
that was
Could
connected
it
to
be that
Nadlin.
the truth in a fictional world is equivalent to
Actually, that was in
fiction
the
in the real world?
trailer. No, in the special
Well,
program, I
we'll have
think.
to wait. Apparently, Capet
Yeah,
was not
it was in
alone
the special program, I
pilgrimage
believe
to
so.
this sacred site. Unwanted company had arrived. The traveler and the talking cat, Nekomata, decided to teach them some manners.
Hey! Hold the line!
A true display of heroism and valor. It was as if this...
Okay, I have Sabwood Blade. What? Like it. This outfit looks nice, man. Package for you. Okay. I have C3. You have a lot,
Spirits
but
of my ancestors were fighting through you.
Here's a thought.
Your martial prowess and show of courage are a more vivid
We good?
reenactment of my ancestors' feats that suit the modern aesthetic. Now, let's get down to business. As we all know, time is but an illusion. Time may flow line by line, page by page, or frame by frame, but usually it flows in the form of springs and gears.
And that
Bringing
clockwork key
gears.
you have in your hand can turn back time and make the past reappear.
the
Well, actually,
past.
my view is that the illusion of time is more of a problem of consciousness. Gears power the body, while the body is the vessel of the conscious mind. But the mind cannot understand the dimension of time, so we experience instead an endless continuum of moments as the pinion of now turns along the rack of ages.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was delivering packages to the Sumeru Academia.
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, dragons. Boberano was asked the same question. He replied, time, and repeated the argument we just heard. The teacher then turned to Capet and posed the same question. He replied, Boberano.
The manuscript that tells the truth of the historical record, the blueprint to all of creation, the work of the great
I'm gonna expect a lot for Nadlin when it comes. Well, I said before my last video, it's just I don't want to raise expectations, but it's always good to like look forward to something. Our Archon, do I want it? I don't know about the other characters. I only go for characters if they are supports. I don't really like to go for DPS units. That's why I skipped out on Nervalet and Ryo Sicily. One was like Sino and I'll hate them. Because I don't think I need these units. If I was gonna go for DPS units, I was gonna go for ones that like look pretty, you know?
Back to their original configurations.
Hold on, isn't stealing part of the blueprint of creation a little dangerous? Also, how are we supposed to know the original configurations of the magic arrays?
Well, the general shapes of the
Yeah,
configurations have been passed down over
Isn't
the
this the
ages. They
Nadlin
now
footprint
form the
that
family
people keep
crests of each
mentioning?
of our clans.
Isn't this
So
related
you'll
to
just need
Nadlin?
to reference my family crest and join the dots accordingly.
I don't know.
To address your other concern, when the house has already been built, do you really think that taking away the construction crew and blueprint
Actually, maybe
will
not.
cause it to
Now I
collapse?
think it probably was just a
The
dino
traveller
footprint,
Marquis prepares
like
to
the
insert
toy
the
ones,
great clockwork key
toy
into the
dragons like
nearby
footprint.
keyhole.
How do I use this? Um. Yeah.
I guess we should start here?
There we go.
Behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... No, wait. That have shaped the truth of history. Gather round and let us bear witness.
Brave mounted a haystack. I ain't reading all that.
Feast your eyes.
I'm sorry,
Rejoice
but I
and
just want
cheer,
to get
for
to good
this is
parts of
the
the game. Just
unquestionable
don't make
truth.
me read that stuff.
Look at the signature. Nobody is capable of forging
Don't make
that.
me read that stuff,
I
man.
don't believe it. So, all along, our histories have been false?
Don't lose heart, Albizzi. It does not follow from his is true that ours are false.
That might be the most bogus logic I've ever heard. But keep up the mental gymnastics, Boberano. I've been waiting for that look of jealousy on your face my whole life, and I'm gonna savor it.
Yeah, I got to have
It
someone that
seems
agrees
that
with me.
this
Yeah, me
number
neither.
could indeed
I'm not ain't reading all
one
that.
solution. Everyone agreed that there may be more than one truth. The party decided to visit the sacred sites of the other clans and see what their documents had to say.
Isn't a narrator supposed to remain detached and objective? It feels like you're forcing a narrative agenda on us here. Well, whatever. I'm in a good mood. Let's do it. The instructions say to repeat the process 3 times, and besides, I'm looking forward to watching you both be sorely disappointed.
Let's do my clan next. I'll lead the way.
We'll need the key again, right? Let me see if I can pull it out.
I cannot. Like, I'm thinking about it now. Like, what if there was someone like out there who does the writing and that stuff to just come up with these ridiculous poems or whatever, and then there's us that just okay. I ain't reading all that, man. I know. I appreciate your time of putting these texts into this little piece of paper that people are gonna be forced to read. But honestly, once we read that, there's gonna be like so much words and that stuff. I'm sorry, man. Get skip on that. Where is this? So far away though. Alright, we'll have to get there then. Get there now. There, wait, is that the launch pad? What? Oh, I can do this. Boom. And, oh, no. I stop again. Alright, now we do this. And too bad for a dev who wrote that, but I stopped feeling guilty 3 years ago. Dude, same year, man. Same year. After... Okay, well, I initially don't, like... I did that for... I read everything about it from Mondstadt, but then after Mondstadt, when I saw Leeway the amount of text like you read from books or whatever, it's just okay, I give up on that, you know? You're not gonna make me read all that. So yeah, pretty much the same as you. 3 years later, yeah. I gave up on that. And when Sumeru came out for World Quests, I gave up reading those World Quests, alright? I gave up. Where? Where am I supposed to hit? Supposed to hit here? Oh, come on. Don't trick me. There we go.
I call dibs.
Help me! Somebody, please!
Over
Ooh.
there! Somebody needs our help!
Help me! Help! Oh, goddess of prophecy above, would you kind souls please help us?
What happened here? Why are you all suspended in midair?
What is going on
I
here?
mean, being stuck in midair still beats falling to the ground and being smashed into a pile of blocks, but... I told him to be careful, but... No. Never mind. Now's not the time for that. My good friends, could I trouble you to turn the clockwork key over there? I'll explain everything in a bit.
Okay. Turn the gear on. Wait. Are we? Wait, go further back again. No! Stop. Stop. No! There we go. Alright, I see it now. I swear, man. That's why I had the safety ropes.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
What happened there? It almost seemed like we turned back time.
Yeah, it kind of
I
reminds
take
me
it this
of
is your
Life
first
is
time
Strange, you
witnessing the
know?
power of the goddess of prophecy, then?
Life is Strange is a
If
good
so,
game.
I can
A
see
good
why you might
story-based
think that.
game. Except I
Basically,
hate it
gift
how in the
bestowed
end of the
upon
game, it
Constellation
basically all
Metropole
that
by
what
the
you
goddess of
did
prophecy,
means
who
nothing
rules
if you
over the
select that
natural
decision.
course of all things. It helps those who have deviated from their proper
That's the only
paths
thing
get
I
back on track.
just didn't like about the ending of
Proper
Life is
path?
Strange.
Do you mean everything that happens in the Metropole has been planned out since the very beginning?
Why are you saying that as if it's a bad thing?
You're not explaining it clearly. Here, allow me. Of course, all the residents of the Metropole have the freedom to live their own lives. For instance, whether I use olive oil or sesame oil in my morning skincare routine is entirely my choice. But whenever something disastrous is about to happen, like when I almost got turned into a pile of rubble just now, the goddess's magic will activate in the world around us.
So, in other words, it's kind of protection magic? To keep people alive?
You could say that. There are other situations in which it activates too, but that's basically correct.
Well, in any case, we're glad no one's hurt.
Are you heading to the Constellation Metropole?
Yep. Do you know where we can find the Gear Sky Ladder?
Here's Sky
Oh,
Ladder.
it's just that platform up ahead, the one with the key sticking out.
Oh, this is how we get up there?
Are you sure?
Yep, that's the one. Pretty much everything in the Metropole runs on tracks and gears. The goddess of prophecy watches over it all. Which is to say, all the tracks are fixed. If a machine is set up to move forwards, it'll never move in reverse.
This reminds Paimon a lot of Fontaine's clockwork toys.
You mean, like those music boxes with dancing figures?
I don't know, the chest
I've
back
seen
there
one
is
or
very
two
intriguing
from
to
the
me right
merchants of
now.
Sumeru.
Yeah,
I really
exactly
want
like
3 more
that.
gems.
Anyway,
So,
sounds
if
like
you end
it's
this cutscene a
not
lot more
gonna
sooner,
suddenly fall out of the sky,
then I'll be
so
happy with my
Paimon's
3 more
okay
gems.
now. Should we get going?
Thank you. Alright, now I get the chest back here.
I
5.
call dibs.
What gameplay? What gameplay? More gifts. Other than that. Still a lot more could do. Oh yeah, now I'm not limited timed anymore, so I could do all this in one day if I really want to. So I want to get this checkpoint. Yes. I could. This is awesome. What the heck, man? What is this place?
Whoa, what a bustling city! This place is fit for a king!
A king.
Our next step is to get to
Fallen
the top
Kingdom
of the metropole
incoming.
and ask the goddess of prophecy for guidance.
That's such a nostalgic Minecraft song. I don't know
sure
why I
hope
brought
they won't get mad at
Minecraft
us
in
for
here
trespassing.
of all games, but like... Oh wait. Why are these little guard puppets? Here to arrest us? And you faceplant to ground.
Make way for the king!
Oh,
Alright.
darn, we jinxed it. Oh, no. Did he overhear us talking about us sneaking into his castle? Paimon hopes he's not mad.
Silence! The one who shall soon stand before you is the ruler of Constellation Metropole, the one who descended after a meteor shower, and the protector of order and all the stars in the sky.
Who's the king?
That's a long list of titles.
Yeah, long list.
I bid ye welcome, guests from afar.
Navia?
Long have I heard of your grand deeds, O fairy, who restored the lifeblood of the forest. O hero, who... huh?
Take a screenshot. Navia? You have a mustache now? And you're claimed to be as king. What is that face a traveler made? I wish I got a screenshot of that one. That was a pretty damn good reaction screenshot to send.
Hold your foul tongue!
Like, I ain't amused
How
by
dare
what you have
you
going
utter Her
right there,
Majesty's
missus. Foul tongue and tear Majesty's name.
Nice one, partner. Spectacular improvisation skills. I'd expect no less from you. All right. You can relax now. Allow me to make some introductions. This is the Traveler, and her trusty companion, Paimon.
You are personal friends with Her Majesty the King? Please, forgive our grievous mistake. We had no idea.
All right, the welcome ceremony is over. Everyone back to your stations. I will personally treat our guests to some royal hospitality.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Majesty, we are most grateful for your...
Oh, come on, I've already sent them off. So, anyway, how did you guys get here?
We were gonna ask you the same thing! Also, how are you already king of this nation? And where did you get a crown? Oh, wait, don't say it! You just
Woke up like this.
right?
Yeah.
Sounds like you've answered your own question. But before I woke up, I heard a voice say to me, "You are the king of Constellation Metropole. Now go forth and save your city."
A similar thing happened to me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You must be the fairy of the Forest of Blessings, right?
The first time meeting each other.
A friend that we made during our time in Sumeru.
Nice to meet you, Miss Nilu. I'm Navia, the president of Spina di Rosula. If you ever get the chance to go to Fontaine, make sure you come and visit me. I'm based in Poisson.
Seems like you're taking this all in stride. Aren't you nervous about getting stuck here and never being able to get back home?
Why would I be worried about that? We've faced much bigger problems than this before. And we
True.
always pull through. This should be a piece of cake.
True. They were this close to
Always
Fontaine
full
being
of surprises.
drowned out.
You gotta learn to just
And
enjoy
people
it.
like Navia
That
turning
sounds
into
like a
water.
great outlook on life. You have a very optimistic
Or turning to
spirit.
oceanids.
Thanks. I'll take that. Honestly, though, it
I
also
think this
puts
isn't a
me at
big
ease
deal.
to find out that you guys are the fairy and heroes that I've been hearing about in this prophecy. We're kind of veterans at dealing with prophecies by now, aren't we?
About that, has anything bad happened in the Metropole? We heard about an evil dragon. Did it make a mess here too?
It sure did. Apparently, for whatever reason, he went for the stars above the city recently. Literally just flew up and started snatching them out of the sky. Luckily, the guards responded quickly and stopped the dragon from taking them back to his lair. Unfortunately, though, he dropped them before he flew off. Now they're scattered all around the Metropole. I've been out trying to retrieve them, but I only managed to get one of them before you showed up.
I want Navia's outfit to be an
brings you to the
alternative one was the
Metropole
crown and
anyway?
mustache. Please be an alternative outfit that we can just use for free. I don't know, Avers, you put up these schemes like not schemes, like you put up these like bits where she has a crown and a mustache that looks great on her.
You
Just why
want to
not
consult
have
the
that as like
Oracle of the Goddess of
alternative outfit
Prophecy.
that just
Do
for the
know how
labs,
you
you
can do
know.
that, Miss Navia?
Just for the labs. Come on,
The goddess's
Avers.
statue is indeed at the top of the castle. I can take you up there. However, I've heard from the citizens here that the goddess hasn't given out any new revelations in a very long time.
Really? But Grandpa Almond told us that he received his prophecy from the goddess.
Oh, that's probably because the prophecy about the hero of Simulanka has been around for a very long time. But recently, people realized that the goddess didn't reveal anything about what's supposed to happen after peace has been restored.
Huh. Okay.
Still, can't hurt to try your luck. And maybe you can help me get rid of the invaders while we're at it.
Invaders? So the dragon's not your only problem?
Right. The forest isn't the only place where strange things have been happening to the residents. Have you come across the gift from the Goddess of Prophecy yet?
You mean the protection magic that stops them from coming to harm? We saw it in action.
Yep, that's the one. Over the past little while, this magic has been triggering far more frequently. We don't know if it's simply because the Metropole has grown a lot more dangerous, or if there's a deeper reason behind it. Some residents find themselves getting stuck in a place and unable to move. Others start repeating the same thing over and over again, like they're trapped in some kind of loop.
If we were to use clockwork toys as an analogy, could it be that the tracks have eroded or the gears have slid out of place?
That's exactly right, Nilu. That's basically what's happening. Anyway, some of the monsters outside the city saw this as an opportunity to launch an invasion.
But we didn't see a single monster on our way here.
That's because I already took care of most of them over the past couple of days.
Nothing
Of the remaining
like
few,
that's to be
we trapped some
expected,
of
you
them
know.
inside the castle and chased the rest back out of the city.
Nothing to be surprised about, I
To
mean.
summarize, not only has the
Now you
magic
just
here gotten all
Navia
messed
just feels
up,
so
but the
strong.
dragons also knocked some of the
Like
stars out of
bursty,
the
but
sky. Plus, there's a bunch
that's
of
still great
monsters in the
because most of her damage doesn't come
There's
from
a lot
her,
more to
her
fix
burst
here
at
than in
least.
the Forest of
Not too much
Blessings.
energy reliant.
Well,
Not too much.
defeating the dragon and the monsters should be straightforward enough. But how do we fix the magic?
Supposedly, the goddess has had it all planned out for ages. One of her oldest prophecies says this: go and push the gear that connects up to the starry sky. When that time comes,
There's
I
one more
shall
characters with
dance
guns.
and return the tracks beneath
Got a
my
shotgun
people's feet
from
back
the
to
umbrella shotgun from
stars in the sky.
Navia, the rifle from Chevres, the
Tracks
dual wield
gifts that
pistols
she
from
gave to her people in the
Florence.
first place?
More guns,
Does
please.
that mean she
More
plans
guns.
to take the gift back?
I want to make a gun
prophecy seems to be
team.
saying,
Gun team.
So, as a result, some people are against turning the gear, despite what the prophecy says, since they fear a future where they no longer enjoy the goddess's protection.
But letting this drag on isn't the answer either, is it?
No, and I think they know that. But they're just too afraid to take that final, terrifying step. they're still hoping there might be an alternative solution. Now, we could ignore their objections and go turn the gear ourselves. But
you want to be considerate of their feelings. You want to let them make that choice for themselves.
Exactly. You know me well. And that's why you're my partner. I want to get as many people on my side as possible. At the end of the day, this is their city, and they should have the right to decide its future.
Ooh, spoken like a true wise king, Navia.
I am the boss of Spina di Rosula, after all. This may be my first time as a king, but there are a few similarities between the two roles.
Yeah,
Traveler,
pretty damn
Paimon,
similar.
Miss Nilu, would you be willing to lend me your support? With your help, I'm confident we'll be able to find the most frictionless way to resolve the problems plaguing this city.
It'll be my honor, Your Majesty.
Not gonna lie, your majesty is definitely growing on me.
Seriously, like we'd ever say no. We're your friends! No need to ask us so formally in the future.
I'm happy to help too. This is a beautiful city, and just like the Forest of Blessings, I would love to see it return to normal as soon as possible. Ah, great! As the King of Constellation Metropole, I extend to you my gratitude. All right, everyone, follow me. I'll show you the way to the goddess statue at the top of the Metropole. And stay close. You don't want to get lost in my castle. It's huge.
Oh, we got to explore more of this city. Amazing. There's already stuff to collect up here. Oh man, wait. I have Kirara. Hold on. I use Kirara. Where's my Kirara?
Anything you need delivered?
Smart. Yes. Yes, man. That's why I want Kirara.
Yep.
It makes climbing a little bit easier. Big brain. Wait, there's this right here. I wish I could just be in cat form forever, you know? The box cat. Oh wow, man. I don't like the 10-second cool. What was that?
The party finds no pedestal in which to place the great clockwork key, only a locked door.
Where's your clan's pedestal? Let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of having it exposed as a fake?
You done? Okay. Now, since my clan's main claim to fame is...
Misinformation, half-truths, and fabrication.
Ah, shut up, Cape.
Shut up, Cape.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boberano. Let those be my last words.
My clan's claim to fame is that we outwitted the Dragon of Old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles of value that we own, including the pedestal for the clockwork key, lie behind that door.
So, next step is open the door?
Looks like it.
Almost. There's one step before that. The door is protected by a smart interrogation system. We have to answer its questions, and if we get them wrong, we will alert law enforcement.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know the answers?
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. No, I don't know the answers. But worry not. I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong, so answer without fear.
No response from the door. Nothing I can do about. So all this gold that's badly textured on the ground. A knock on the door.
Question 1. Who is it?
Please open up.
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots. And the trusty travel guide, Pixie! Travel guide. Trusty travel guide!
Question 2. By which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
Oh, no, don't say that. Even though the writings you saw do prove that bravery has its uses.
You do realize we can hear everything you're saying, right?
If you say it out loud, you'll only set those three off arguing again. Thinking it is fine, but please promise me you won't say it.
Question 2. By which...
Okay, it's a hard-working
To
Wells.
be completely honest, hard work is a bit of an alien concept to us here in the Constellation Metropole. We have hardware and we have clockwork, but not hard work.
Question 2. By
I
which
get it.
virtue did the ancients...
Fine, wisdom.
This is the right answer, I swear. I'll.
Correct!
I swear I'll.
A barefaced lie. So low.
Dude, this guy is so
Question
mean,
3.
man.
Which is more real?
Carpet
The fiction of the outside world,
or cape.
or the truth of this world?
Hear, hear! Who can be sure that the outside world isn't just a dream, and that when the dreamer wakes up, they won't just find themselves inside a novel? There is no way to know, therefore both are equally real.
All correct. You
Yeah,
may
the-
have the key pedestal.
Still. Yep, door opens, smoke wafts
Traveler
out.
Marquis, you know what must be done. Please insert the great clockwork key. Oh, and this is my family crest.
Okay, so it looks like a key. Alright, so... Oh, for this part. Shape of Wisdom? How do I... Oh. Okay, so... Where do I start from, though? Okay, so here I think.
Do we really need this one?
Trying to think. Where does this even go? Oh, okay, so circle, circle. I think it starts here. Here, then here. Then here. Then here. There we go.
Now, let me see what
elaborate fiction the Clan of Wisdom was able to conjure up.
If anyone's listening, I would like to submit these as my last words. I surrender. I'm the one who murdered Cappy.
Alright, ain't reading all that again. And
Look! My clan's history is true as well! Ah, there's that same unforgeable signature again, right here!
What?
Oh, does this mean that my clan is the only odd one out?
Given that my clan's wisdom is such a subject of ridicule in your eyes, I will now appeal to my own personal intelligence, which I believe far surpasses that of my clan at large, and make a prediction. It seems likely that the claims made by each of our clans regarding their history and virtue are all true.
Boberano? How can that be?
Oh, I get what's going on. Once, when I was drinking with Gujiyai, she bet me a round of dried fish that I couldn't guess which cup the umeboshi was under. Whichever one I guessed, I was always wrong, and Gujiyai would lift a different cup to reveal the umeboshi. But then, I learned later from one of the shrine maidens, Miyuki, that all of the cups had an umeboshi under them. Just goes to show, I still got a long way to go before I become a great yokai.
Oh, don't mind Fox Lady. That's just her way of teasing you.
Actually, that reminds me. We can now open these 3 treasure chests. And unlike the guessing game you mentioned, this one's not a trick.
Cool. Well, once you've plundered the last of Boberano's family wealth, we can go to my clan's place.
Guess
Okay,
I'll
let me
take the
just...
clockwork key again then.
Whoa, look at these
Yoink.
chests.
For you.
You not have anything to say after looting these chests? Okay then. Just go over here. 3 hours and 36 minutes of stream. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of cool stuff happening in here. I'm kind of hungry right now, so I'm gonna stop the stream right here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for those who were chatting with me and that stuff, you know, interesting conversation. Make sure to get, before I forget, to log off. Yeah, great stream. Celebrating 1,000 subscribers is what I want to do. And yeah, I don't know when I'll be streaming next. I'll give like at least a day in advance in my Discord server at least. Yeah, I have a Discord server. If you guys want to join in, hop on in, you know. It's on the main channel page. Description title or description of the channel, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and who knows what I'll be doing next. You know, either a live stream or I'll probably want to make a video. Who knows what I'll make. Anyways, see ya.